guys, so thank you so much for being here. We are going to take a look at your past, present, and future in love. We have I already pre-picked these, and they are the Alice in Wonderland Oracles. So we're going to do 4 piles, and then I'm going to choose a sticker from the box to put on each pile, okay? So pile 1. What is pile 1? See if I can just grab one sticker. Oh, so y'all have the cat that looks like my cat George. Everything looks like my cat George. That really does, though, really, a lot. And he's painting a heart here on the wall. Okay, so that's pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 2. Good vibes only. So that will be pile 2. Pile 3. Pile 3. You'll have the sun. I have all these orange colors. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so pile 4. What's pile 4's past, present, and future in love? Y'all have mushrooms. So that's way off from everything else, right? Psychedelic looking mushrooms there. Okay, so all right, guys, that's it. There'll be a little bit of a meditation if you want to take a deep breath. Focus on which pile you feel most drawn to. There could be that you feel kind of drawn to another pile. There may be some kind of special message there for you, or it could always be words of advice that you could use with someone else. So take it how it resonates. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the kitty cat here, George, good old George, looks just like my cat. And then you have the bucket of paint he's holding here, painting a heart. The heart's not completed. So you may be in a position to where you feel a relationship here, or you feel love for someone. This could even just look in the way if you're, single, completely single. It could be like you're trying to figure out what you want when it comes to love. What it is that you want to create here. The cat always represents intuition to me, but it can be a curiosity as well. So you may be curious here when it comes to your next relationship, perhaps. Curious as to maybe someone or how they feel for you. It's like you haven't completed or quite figured something out all the way. Okay. Your intuition, I feel like, is trying to help you out here. Okay, so let's see what oracle card y'all got. Number 11, changed in the night. You've changed quickly. So there's something about you that you feel like when it comes to love or when it comes to relationships that you may have changed the way you're seeing a particular relationship, or just change the way that you're seeing love altogether, trying to get on the right path when it comes to that, trying to figure something out. And you may feel like you've changed in the night, like something may have changed quickly for some of you with changed in the night, or it could be that in the place that you went to that you felt like was kind of a dark place for yourself, you changed in that place due to, growth, or just whatever's happened to you or transpired to you. It's been something that has left you in the dark in some way, and it's caused you to change, maybe change your mindset or change your mind. But it happened, something that I feel like came on quickly or happened quickly. It's almost like I feel an energy of being forced to look at the higher perspective. Maybe make some kind of judgment call here, where you're not allowing fear to be a part of that. This may be part of a bigger lesson here for you. Okay. I try to get as much as I can from the characters in the back, but they're very different. There's some very different looking characters here. You have a fish that has butterflies with a duck's beak. So it's almost like there's all these illusions that are taking place, right? All these different kinds of illusions, and she's looking upward, you know, she's looking at, okay, I have to get myself from the illusions. So you may be feeling like you put some sort of illusion on relationships, or maybe you have on a relationship. Okay, so we're going to start with past, present, and future with a huge giant tarot deck here. This is called the 88 Gemstone Tarot, I believe. Wow. That's the Ten of Swords and the Lovers. So for some of you, you may have ended a relationship, or you're making a choice. The Lovers is a card of a choice, so making a choice to end a relationship. Three of Swords in reverse. Healing past something, so getting over something. Maybe this is in the process of where you're at now. You have the Sun here. So trying to gain a sense of clarity from maybe whether or not you can heal something, but making a choice to end something, and healing around that. And a new beginning. She saw the Ace of Wands. So, okay. So, past for pile 1 in love. What's the past here for pile 1 in love? You have a Nine of Pentacles. So in the past, you may have felt really confident or really good. In the past, you may have felt like, okay, I have everything that I need here. I'm satisfied, you know, with where I am. You may have, this is a very independent number, by the way, so you may have been single or may have felt like you were just secure in yourself. I don't know, I just think that y'all felt good at some point here, like you felt confident or felt really good about yourself, or perhaps maybe the position that you were in. This is, you know, card of abundance, you know, it's a card of meeting or achieving your goals even. So I feel like in the past, in love, in some way, you felt really confident in yourself. You were doing good about things. So what about the present energy for pile 1? What's the present energy? The Three of Pentacles. So there's something to do here with working something out in love, working with someone, or a commitment here in the current moment. So there's something around maybe whether or not you can work with someone here, whether or not maybe you can have a commitment here with someone, if you can collaborate, you know, with someone, or what you want for some of you when it comes to commitment. You know, what does that look like? What does it look like to you building something here with someone? You know, you go from the 3 onto the 4, and the 4 is about holding on to something, you know, controlling the stability of something. So you're at the 3, it's off of the 2, which is about decisions. So you're sitting in the place of where you're leaning towards something here that you want, to figure out what you want, or something that you want. Okay, what is it that I want here to build, to grow? It's almost like with the Three of Pentacles with this tree. It's like you planted the seed, you know, and you made a decision about it, and then this is about understanding where you want to go from here, how you can grow or build from that. So some of you, even this is a mindset, like, how do I feel about love? Well, I feel this, this, and this. So how do I move towards that if that's what I want? You know, something like that. Okay. Future energies. The World in reverse. There's an inability here. I don't know why I want to say it like this, but there's an inability here to be able to close a cycle, or there's a want for a need for closure, or there's perhaps a need for, you know, maybe you don't want something to end here. You're not ready for something to end. This is a cycle. So this is a cycle that you're experiencing in the future is like open-ended. We'll figure out why that is. Okay, so the overall energy here is the Hermit. So there's some analyzing that's going on here. It's Virgo energy, and I'm going to use this deck actually. This is the Alice in, wait, no. Tarot in Wonderland. So, what's under the Hermit? There's that Three of Swords. You're healing here. And the Ace of Wands is right under that. So, there's a healing energy here. It's like you're trying to find introspection from what happened to you here, or what has transpired, or what you can, like, forgive. You know, there's this level of whether or not you can forgive something that's here as well. You're in this Hermit energy. So it's almost like this is like a work in progress, something to do with something being kind of a work in progress. I feel like it's understanding or analyzing a situation, or getting past something, or whether or not you can. Like, you're just thinking about where you are and what you want. Maybe in what you want to hold on to here in the future, or not wanting something to end. It's like in the future you're thinking, am I ready for a cycle to be over with, you know? Am I ready to move on past this? Or maybe you feel like you have a lack of closure here even. Let's start with where you are from the past. Past energy when it comes to love. I'm going to get all the cards out, guys, okay? I think it'll go faster if I do that, and it'll give me a better overall picture since we are focused on full energies, you know. Past energy for pile 1 in love. Yeah, the Hierophant. So there's some kind of lesson here that you learned. It's like you were fresh off that lesson that you learned, and you were feeling, you know, really good here about yourself. That's Taurus energy. You have High Priestess here. So going about listening to your intuition when it comes to love, like you see here. Pisces energy's there. Ten of Wands in reverse. So you went through some changes here in the past. You felt like you had some radical changes even. Perhaps about listening to yourself, listening to your intuition, being smart or being wise, coming off of that lesson there, feeling good and feeling ready, you know, to kind of approach anything. You're letting go of the burdens and you're moving on to something new here. You have a King of Pentacles. So there could have been someone here, King of Pentacles energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Or this is just representing you being in a place to where you feel capable. You know, you, like I said here, you feel like you have everything that you need and some. You know, you're able to kind of have your cake and eat it too. That's kind of like the King of Pentacles energy. But he's earned it. He's got to this position, right? The Nine of Swords in the reverse. So in the past, I feel like that you were able to get past your anxieties, get past maybe your fears that you had been holding on to, letting go and feeling confident here over whatever the things are that you feel like overwhelmed you. Hierophant, Ace of Wands in the reverse. So there's some kind of a lesson here that you learned in the past about turning something down or rejecting something or being rejected. Maybe some of you actually got rejected here with this Ace of Wands in reverse, or there was a false start of some sort. But there's definitely a heavy lesson that you learned from that, if not more than one. High Priestess, Page of Pentacles. There's the lesson. You know, you're putting that into your bag. And you're holding on to that for later. You're going to be smart now moving forward. This may have a lot to do with taking care of yourself. You know, that's almost like a mirror reflection of her as a child, even though I know it's the Queen and Alice. For some reason, you know, it's just like that's kind of what I'm seeing there. So it could be that you are reflecting on in the past maybe some trauma that you've experienced, or something that you tried to overcome or figure out where it was stemming from. There's something big here that y'all healed in the past, and that's why you were feeling as good as you were here. Tell me about the Ten of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. So you were cautious moving in because this is something's a huge change from what it was. So big changes for you, and because you were releasing here maybe some responsibilities. The Ten of Wands in reverse, you know, some responsibilities and some other things that, you know, maybe some burdens that you had been holding on to. You worked really hard, you know, and so you were really cautious with moving forward here with this Knight of Pentacles energy. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. You felt like you had got to a calmer place. You felt really good about maybe the decisions that you made and the position that you stand in here, for sure. Tell me about the Nine of Swords in the reverse. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this is a really scattered energy. This is the energy of, I don't know kind of what to do or where I'm at or who to trust or, you know, what direction I really want to go in or all this kind of stuff. I feel like this is what you've kind of overcame, or this is what you were in the process of overcoming because of this lesson that you've implemented here and you've gotten to a calmer place. So whatever the scattered feelings that you had here of what it is that you want to do or what direction you're wanting to head in, explore. It's like you got out of your head about that, or you were getting out of your head about that. That's, you know, could have been it. You were getting to a place where you felt like maybe some of you may have maybe in this place to where you feel kind of overwhelmed, or you felt overwhelmed here on which direction to take moving forward, because you were you felt like a kind of a calm place or a calmer place, like you were starting to get to somewhere. You know what I mean? Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands. That's what I'm feeling here with this. It's like a stability. You felt, look, she's by herself. She's with her cat. She's in her home. She's fine. Maybe a house of cards, but it's holding up so far. So you may have felt like it was temporary, or knew that this feeling was kind of something that was temporary, this harmonious kind of feeling. Like maybe you feel like it didn't last very long here. Four of Pentacles in reverse, and you had to kind of release this. I don't know what that means to you guys, but it's the number, you know, it's the 1111 card, and y'all chose, well, you didn't know this, but it's number 11 over here. So it's like you felt like you were on the right path or headed in the right direction. Who's this Knight of Wands in reverse? The World. There's it's like part of this lesson here with the World being here. It's like the closing out of the lesson learned. It has to do with dealing with maybe perhaps Knight of Wands energy. So this is, you know, obviously this is some playing games. Someone that kind of is in and out or something like this. This could be someone you were dealing with. This could be how you felt about yourself. But it was something that you were getting over. You didn't want to be a part of anymore. You felt like you were overcoming those obstacles there with that Nine of Swords, figuring out who you were dealing with or why you were in the situation you were, or whatever this is here. It's like you ended that, or you've learned that lesson, or it was a hard lesson here that you learned about this, but it is, I feel like with the World here, a lesson learned. And you have the Ten of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. It's about your own happiness, what it is that you want for yourself, what your happily ever after looks like, you know? What's your ultimate desire when it comes to your emotions, and what it is that you want for your emotional self. Yeah, I think that was the biggest part of the lesson. It's lessons that you've learned. Guys, I know I'm not speaking as loud as I normally do. I feel like I'm not anyways. Maybe I am. Sorry, I'm touching the phone there. But my throat is acting a little sore. So that's that. Okay, current energies. What are the current energies here? What are the current energies you're in? Nine of Cups. Current energies that you're in. The Ten of Wands is back. He looks so terrified. It's like a guinea pig in his face, or a hamster, I guess. His eyes, they look huge, like hamsters or guinea pigs do. But in a way, that one looks terrified. You have an Ace of Wands in the reverse. Oh. Sagittarius energy for me can be Leo or Aries. Queen of Wands. Cancer energy here. Pisces and Scorpio. The Seven of Swords in the reverse. You're saying kind of in this place to where you feel like you're saying farewell here to whoever you felt like you were in the past. It could even be someone here of your past, but there's this, you see the way that she's holding her cup up and she's looking right at that Queen of Wands? This is the good witch and this is the not good witch, you know? Well, I mean, you know, in the show like this, she's the more toxic one here, and this one's like the good, what is her name? I can't even remember. Anyways, see how she's holding her cup up like she's kind of in celebration or salute? Could be like, I feel like you're saying farewell to whomever or this feeling that you feel about not being confident or not feeling good about yourself, or feeling like you're, you know, this jealous kind of energy that's here. Like it's the things that you don't like about yourself, perhaps, or the things that you don't like about someone is something that I feel like you're releasing or letting go of. You know, it doesn't feel good to be in that energy. It feels awful, especially when you know your value. It feels awful to be in a place to where you feel like you have those old shadows that you used to play out. Like, let's just say, for instance, jealousy, right? It's like, I hate being jealous. I hate being jealous. One of the reasons I hate being jealous about anything ever is because I used to be super jealous because of my trauma that I experienced and betrayal and everything else. And I just don't like it now, because I realized that the way that I was, it had a lot to do with the way I saw myself. I valued and saw my worth. And if I feel those tendencies kind of come out, I just want to shut it down completely, you know. I don't like the way it feels, so much so because I've already learned that lesson. This is like a feeling that I'm feeling here with you. And you have some kind of wish or something here that you want. So you're taking on the burden in a way, you know, because even though this may be looking like some kind of burden here, it's like you feel like it's, you're happy with this, or you're happy around this. The Nine of Cups is like having all your cups feel full, you know, and you feel that way, like you maybe have all your cups full, but there's responsibilities or burdens that come along with this, and this could be what you're coming off of. Like you felt like happy, and now all of a sudden you have some kind of burden here or responsibility to take care of yourself or take care of this situation here. This is about, you know, the Queen of Cups. It's like she's very compassionate here. This is about healing, you know. She's also very intuitive, and it's like you're intuitively picking up on this feeling that you're feeling, and it's like red flags are going off with that. And then you don't want to be like that. You don't want to re-experience that. You don't want to deal with that. You feel like maybe you've moved forward or outgrown that. And so you're in this Seven of Swords energy here in reverse, where this is about like turning over a new leaf. Like, I don't want to deceive myself, or I don't want to sabotage something here. I'm trying to see what. He's leaving treats behind. It's like a trail, leaving a trail. Yeah, he's getting away with, like, he's still in the sword so that he can prevent more damage, but there's a trail that's being left from that. So it's like you can feel like, I keep saying like, and it's driving me nuts. You can feel that that you're leaving some kind of trail. I gotta get a clarifier for that. What are you telling me for that? Seven of Swords in the reverse. The Six of Swords in the reverse. This is like, when something's not changing, perhaps, or transitioning, you know, when something's not moving on. There's something else that's here. What am I missing? This can also sometimes look in the way of releasing old baggage, you know. It's like you cannot, that's what it is. That's what it is. No, you don't want to be inauthentic. That's what this is. You don't want to be deceptive or not being able to be authentic here. This is what you've released here in this present moment. This idea that you don't want to be, you want to be authentic. You don't want to be deceptive or deceive yourself in any kind of way. You've released that, you know, and that's maybe the way that you were in the past, and that's part of the lesson that you learned. Tell me about the Nine of Cups, but it's almost like maybe you've forgotten that. I think it's this Queen of Wands in reverse, but we'll see. We have the Magician, so Gemini and Virgo energies. And you maybe manifest something for yourself. You manifest some kind of happiness here, or you've created something here for yourself. You want this. You want to be able to, in this present moment, find your happiness or build your happiness or manifest something that you're happy with, right? Ten of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You're carrying a burden of change here. The Devil in reverse. Releasing and maintaining the release of toxicity. Something toxic here with the Devil. Something unfortunate that happened, perhaps, that's weighing on you here as well. Tell me about the Capricorn energy. Tell me about that Queen of Wands in the reverse. Oh. Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is like maybe rejection or turning something down here. Feeling like there's no love in a situation. Suppressing your emotions about how you feel, or needing or having to do that is something that you've kind of outgrown, or you don't want to have to do when it comes to someone or yourself. Like pleasing others, you know, that kind of energy. Okay. You may be also emotionally drained about something here, or feel blocked. I mean, of course, this can also represent an energy of being disconnected or not knowing what to do, or feeling perhaps that maybe there's some sadness that's here around this. Queen of Cups. The Five of Wands in the reverse. For some of you, this conflict here that you've been feeling is something that you're getting past. You may be having to leave something behind. This is that farewell energy I was talking about with the Five of Wands. It's like there may be some interference here, something that's interfering with how you see yourself, or the ability to be happy even, or something like that. And listening to your intuition is something maybe you've been battling with about this. But this is like where you go your separate ways, or you see that you resolve your differences here. Or you're just no longer conflicted about what you need to do. You know, you've kind of moved on from that, or you know what direction that is. Okay. The Moon is at the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of darker energies here, guys, about like being in the dark, or analyzing something, or focusing on the situation or where you are. This is Pisces Cancer energy here. Okay, so let's look at future energies. Okay, the World in reverse. World in reverse. You may feel like you're missing something. Like you can't close something out because you're missing something. Or you just don't want to be missing something here. Like what if you miss something? I don't know, something about that. There may also be some sort of delay that's taking place at this time, or you feel that way. You may be feeling unfulfilled, you know, like you didn't receive what it is that you wanted in a situation. Okay. What's the future energies here with the World in reverse? Justice in reverse. That's exactly what I just got done saying. There may have been some kind of misjust that took place. Some kind of unfairness that took place here. Something may have caused something to be out of balance, or maybe there was some kind of dishonesty around this, or there was a lack of accountability here perhaps. Maybe there was some blame going on. You have the 11 here again. The Hanged Man. Pisces energy. So when you're moving into the future here and what the world, this is like clarifying what the world in reverse is. You're in a place to where there may be some stuck energy here. There could be some kind of stagnant energy where next to judgment, it's like you're thinking about what has transpired. You're taking a minute to look at if something is fair or not, or if there what injustice that was done here. This is, remember, future energies. When it comes to whether or not you want to end something, or you're moving past something, or what you've missed from a situation. And the Hanged Man, it's like there's this surrender, maybe perhaps, or maybe new perspective on something that was not a great thing. Like it didn't feel good, but it gave you some kind of new perspective. Strength in reverse, Leo energy. So we have Libra, Pisces, and Leo energy here. So this is like you didn't feel strong enough perhaps, or you were doubting yourself here. There was some kind of insecurity. It's like what we talked about before with the jealousy thing or whatever. Some kind of insecurity that's here. You could have felt vulnerable in a situation, or like, see how she's looking back at this? It's like you're moving past a perspective of something, or someone is, where they feel like they're maybe perhaps not strong enough, or let's keep going. The Star. See all the major arcana here? All of these, all 5 of them. So these are big things, right? The Star is about a wish. It's also healing. Aquarius energy and the 2 of Cups. You're healing a relationship here, or you're moving towards a relationship here that's some sort of wish for you with the Star energy. Some sort of desire, some sort of wish that you have. There's a renewed sense of hope here, possibly in a relationship or an opportunity. Tell me about Justice in the reverse. The 9 of Cups in reverse. So there it is. There's that 9 of Cups we saw in the current energies about what it is that you see something that you want and you want to kind of go after that. And even though you went after something that you indulged in, or made you feel good, or made you feel happy, or you were happy with things at the time, it ended up backfiring here a little bit in some kind of way. Or you're just seeing that your happiness was unfair, and there was some kind of unjust done around something that you felt like was some kind of wish, or how you felt, like you were feeling good, you were feeling happy. Okay. The Hanged Man. The 2 of Pentacles. You're seeing a different perspective when it comes to the choices that you made, or the options that you had, or the balance of a situation. Like you're seeing a different perspective on balancing a situation, how to balance something out. How maybe multiple juggling someone or something has affected you, like you're seeing a different perspective of this. Future energies. Strength in reverse. The Five of Cups. Remember I talked about the missing energy that's here? I kept saying like there's this, something's missing, or you feel like you're missing something, or something's going on here. The Five of Cups is about that, missing something. And I feel like there's some kind of disappointment here, or some kind of like grief from this in some way. Like you don't feel like this is not a good, this is kind of a hard energy to be in. Let's say that. This is a hard energy to be in. There's a lot of self-doubt here. There's insecurities. There's this slowdown that's here. Like you don't feel like you don't feel good. Okay, there's a sadness that's around this. You know, it's funny. She's, you know, in the Five of Cups, she's got two cups that are sitting here, but she's trying to reach for the cups that are already spilled. And that could be something that's here. Maybe you were hoping for a relationship, or you had a relationship here, but you weren't focused, or this wasn't happening in some kind of way because you were focused on these three cups here that were already spilled. This is like a connection that's already been lost. The Three of Cups is about an emotional connection. So you may felt like either you didn't have that, or you thought you did, or you didn't feel the same anymore when it comes to emotional connection here, perhaps. And this is something that you've been grieving, something that you've been releasing or moving past. So you weren't looking at the Two of Cups here, or you weren't realizing that you still had other opportunities here. And you go from that to the Star, the Three of Pentacles. So there's your Three of Pentacles here. You're going towards, or you will go towards, some sort of wish, like some sort of wish that you have here with the Star. Your wish here in this is to work something out, or work with someone, or have some kind of commitment here. Something to work in your favor even. Also, maybe working with someone here to heal, or working with someone to move towards some kind of goal, or something that maybe the both of you want. It's like you're making a commitment to do what's best for you, perhaps, or to follow your own star. Yeah, I mean, I think that you're making a commitment here with yourself to follow your own star here, what it is that you really want, not letting something hold you back. So what is the Two of Cups? A Ten of Swords. So this could be a relationship that there's some kind of, this is future energies, guys, so I have to point out there's something here that's ending. I don't feel like it's a relationship though, because the Two of Cups is upright, and if it was a breakdown of a connection, it would be in reverse. There's something ending within a relationship. So let's figure out what this is. And it could just be not being able to be happy, or not being committed, or holding back something here with that strength when it comes to a relationship that's ending. Okay, so why is the future energies here Justice and the Nine of Cups in the reverse? This Six of Swords. It really wanted to go over there. So you really wanted to get into a better place in the future. You're going to feel like there's some kind of unjust unfairness, something you're very unhappy about. And you're like, I just want to get to a better place. I just want to move forward. I just want to get past this. I don't like the way this feels. And then you go into the Hanged Man and the Two of Pentacles. So needing to make a decision based off of some kind of new perspective, okay? So there's a message here that either comes into you that gives you a sense of a new perspective here. There's a message that could come in that maybe you're faced with a choice, or maybe you have options. For some of you, this could be a new person that's coming in that may change your perspective of your options that you have. Tell me about the Strength and the Five of Cups. The Tower in reverse. So some of you are still getting over some sort of chaotic moment or tower, or wanting to put something back together because it's something that you're disappointed in how things went here. And there's a lot of sadness that's around this. There's some kind of maybe a tower moment that took place that kind of just woke you up, like something that you had to look at, you can no longer not look at it anymore, the fact that it's right there in front of you. And almost going through a period of feeling kind of weak about it. You know, like when something happens and it's like, you know, I really didn't want that to happen the way that it did. And it could have been something kind of chaotic or unexpected with the Tower, but it happened regardless. And you go through a period of being sad about that, or being disappointed, or having regrets about that, and feeling kind of vulnerable when it comes to that. You could also be faced with some sort of tower moment, you know, like bringing down the tower or repairing it, you know, something like that is there. Tell me about the Star with the Three of Pentacles, future energies, the Page of Swords. So there may be some communication or a message that's here. I said I think that you're going to get a message and you have the message. So either you're sending this or you're receiving this, but it has to do with the commitment and a wish that you have. Understanding what that is. See, there's 5 hearts here, like the 5 of Cups, and there's 3 here, and you have that 3 of Pentacles. Together it's 8. So there's definitely someone taking action here pertaining to a relationship, 2 hearts there. And deciding what it is that you want here and working towards that. Okay? 2 of Cups with that 10 of Swords. What is this ending here? The Magician in reverse. If there's been mind games or games being played in a relationship, or this is again just you yourself saying, I'm not doing this anymore, like I don't want to be a part of playing any kind of games with anybody, or feeling like I don't have any control in a situation. That's what's ending here. So not feeling like you have any kind of control, or there's some sort of even manipulation going on. This is what's ending. It's like that has to be, the stop has to be put to that in order for this relationship to kind of move forward or work, or just how you see relationships. Like that has to stop in order for me to have a healthy relationship. Okay. Anything else that I'm missing that they need to know? What's the Tower in reverse? The Moon. There's fears here that could have created some sort of, or maybe possibly some sort of deception or illusion, something that's here that was unnoticed or in the dark, that maybe came to the light in some kind of way and created a chaotic energy or environment. Or this is also like rebuilding a foundation that's not based off of illusion, right? Because you started this with this changed in the night. So moving into the future, it's like you don't want to build a foundation that is based off of some sort of moon energy. So not knowing what is what, not knowing what is real, there being any kind of deception that's there, things that are unseen. You know, you can't build a solid foundation off of a lack of all those things, because the most important thing that you need in a relationship is trust. So if you can't trust the foundation, you know, it is the Tower, it will come down. Like if you were to build a house and you poured the foundation and you didn't do something properly, or you wait, like you're like, oh well, we'll figure that out as we go. You can't do that to the foundation, right? Because that's what holds everything together. So that could have been an issue or a problem here that's coming out into the open that caused a disappointment or some sadness. Okay. Page of Swords. Now I'm losing my voice. We have death here with the Page of Swords. So there may have been some sort of message of an ending, or like death is about closing something out and starting a new cycle, right? Because of the ending or something needing to end. She's blowing that candle out there. So it's like blowing something out so that you can have some sort of new beginning. And there's a message around this, and wishes about that. And committing to something moving forward. Give me one more for the Magician. The World in reverse. So there it is. It's back. This is future energies here. So, yeah. This is about, I think that this is a relationship here, or an idea of happiness or a healthy relationship. It's like you don't want something like that to end, or to end badly here due to mind games or manipulation, or not feeling like you have what it is that you fully need in order to invest something, right? Not feeling like you're ready. You don't want this to hold you back from that or destroy something. That's like self-sabotage, it could be. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This stuck energy. So you've been in a position where you've been stuck, unable to kind of move on because you haven't had what it is that you needed. And it could be, for some of you, ending something because of that. But I don't see that. I think that's what's ending in a relationship. But it's different, you know, for everybody. You have a Knight of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck for future energies, with that Two of Wands in reverse. Changing plans here for future energies. There's this fear of the unknown when it comes to whether or not you are going to give or get an offer here, maybe in love. Like, what's next? What's around the corner? What's going to happen with this? There's a fear of around this, the fear of that. Being afraid that you haven't learned your lesson, you know, is something that's there as well. Okay, so let's get some advice. I pulled some different kinds of cards for that, and I'm not going to stay so focused on advice. Saw 45:45 on the timer there. If I make this reading too long, I won't be able to get it up when I want it. And it's already pretty long, so I'm going to pull one of these, though, as far as advice goes. And then we're going to read some of the luminary, is that how you say it? Why do I not know how to say it now? Okay, so future advice for pile 1 moving forward. Let's see it. True love. Number 3. I have that 3 of Pentacles there. Let's see advice for in romance. The number 8, which is on top of strength, which is the number 8. That's kind of neat. Future energies. Flirt. Wow, that's the number 17, which is on top of this number 17, the star. That's pretty cool, huh? That is pretty cool, guys. I like it. So somehow or another, whatever your position that you're sitting in, you're gonna have love come in here. You're gonna get some kind of wish that you've been wanting. You know, you're gonna have romance. You're gonna have love. This looks good. I'm glad we ended on this note. Wow, the bottom of the deck has soul connection here. So whether it's someone that you're dealing with here, you're releasing something, or whatever the situation that you're in, you're moving into something good, okay? You're moving into where you need to be when it comes to love in the future. This is future energies. So keep kind of doing what you're doing, like the number 11, like it's saying, being on the right path at this moment in time. Yeah. Okay. Keep contemplating and moving. I think that you will, perhaps run into some issues here before you get to where it is that you really want to be. But I think that it will be worth it if you can, process and learn and do what you need to do for yourself here. Tell me about the true, I'm sorry. Give me an overall card for advice for pile 1. Okay. We have alignment. Yeah. You can manifest the life that you wish to call in. Look at where your desires are being seeded. Didn't I say something about planting a seed? If your plans or dreams aren't unfolding as you would like them, take a closer look at the areas in your life. Is something out of step with integrity? Are you making decisions through fear or love? If it's through fear or avoidance, your manifestations may seem to backfire. Yeah, that's what that tower in reverse is. That's that fear too, is the moon. Become a vibrational match for what you desire. Instead of striving harder, cultivate the feeling of already having all you seek. You will be surprised at what the shift in perspective creates. So this is that perspective. Whatever it is, like this card says, if you can get past the fear, maybe the fear or avoidance, that's holding you back here, or if something that you feel like is out of your integrity in some kind of way, there's something here that's holding you back. If you, again, overcome that fear, then you're going to gain some sort of new perspective when it comes to your options, when it comes to, juggling something or which direction that you want to take, something that perhaps maybe has been out of balance, or maybe you've been inflexible here about something even, or overcommitted, in some kind of way. Okay. So I'm going to get one of these before we end. This is called the Messages from the Heart. Messages from the Heart. No, Messages from Heaven. For some of you, this could be a message from your heart. For others of you, this may be some kind of message from someone, so keep that in mind. Even, someone in heaven even. So let's see. Pile 1. What message? Does anybody have a message here for pile 1? What do they need to hear? What message do you have for pile 1? Hold us in your heart. Did I say messages of the heart? Not in your home. It's okay to declutter. Hold us in your heart, not in your home. It's okay to declutter. So for some of you, if you've been holding on to some things or holding on to something of the past, even if this is just like possessions that you've been holding on to with someone that has passed, or if this is something that you've been holding on to, not knowing what to let go of, it says hold us in your heart. You can maintain that or keep that feeling of what was or what you have had or experiences in your heart, but you don't have to keep them in your home. It doesn't have to be a part of your stability. Even if this is someone that you're releasing, it's like holding love in your heart for that person, but knowing that it's not something that is good or feels good as far as your stability goes. And it's saying it's okay to declutter, It's okay to let go of things when you feel like that they are not aligned with you. That's kind of the point, to get to the things that you feel like are, Like in a maze, it would be like keep going in the same direction. You just keep going, and it's like, you've been there 6 times. There's no way out that way. Why don't you think, do you think maybe you could go to the right instead? Something like that. That's funny. So let's get some initials to close. Nice long reading, of course. You have the star in the bowl, and you also have the mask. So taking off your mask here, being real with mostly yourself, I feel like for most of you, it's like just being real with yourself about what it is that you really want. Yeah. And you have you in the bowl. Yeah, for you, for yourself, what it is that you really want for yourself. and being honest about that. Being authentic to that. You have the heart here as well. You have a D, a C, an H, and an X. DC could be relevant here, perhaps. Maybe you've had a strike here, or you're Xing something out. I know there's more here you can spell, I'm sure. I'm just not looking at it. I don't really see anything. I'm going to be honest here. It's probably staring at me right now, but I don't see it. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see it. I'm going to leave it here. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and all your kindness. I definitely hope this helps. Good luck to you with this. And remember, you can always manifest what you want. You just have to take control of what that is. It's kind of the whole overall message here. So thanks for your love and support and all your kindness, of course, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Pal 2. So if you chose the good vibes only. So real quick before we get started, if you go to Pile 1 and I know it's so long, I'm trying to shorten them, unfortunately, because if I do all of the piles that long, this video will be too long. It'll take forever for me to upload. So if you notice that this reading is shorter than Pile 1, don't be offended. I just had to cut back a little bit. Okay, so that being said, y'all chose good vibes only. So it could be even me explaining that. To be honest with you, you could be in a place to where you're wanting to stay in this energy. It's like, I'm not doing it, you know, I'm not putting up with anything that is going to cause any kind of negativity around me. You know, you may have a mindset like this right now where you feel very good, you know, and you don't want anything to get in the way of the way that you feel about yourself or about what's going on. It's like you want to protect yourself strongly or protect your own energy moving forward, or the way that you are right now moving forward. You just want from now on just to have good energy, and it's like the less and less you're willing to put up with anything, you know, something that's there. So some of you may have just went through some toxic stuff, perhaps. Okay, look at this. Falling, the number 4. The unknown, the descent, momentum, and change. Falling. So you may feel as if, for some of you, that you kind of fell into something, fell into this feeling of protecting yourself. She's very protected here, but she's so protective that she's falling into, you know, the darkness that's here. You may have felt stuck in a situation for some of you when it comes to protecting yourself, and maybe you're just stuck in a between a rock and a hard place. I have been saying that somewhat in my readings. I don't know if that's someone's story or what, but I have been feeling that energy of someone coming through my readings that have been feeling like they were kind of stuck in a position. And it could have something to do with needing to protect yourself here, of course. The number 4 is about safety, stability, structure. It's the Emperor in tarot. So your stability here is something maybe that you felt like you needed to protect. Or you feel this way now with good vibes only. But maybe for some of you, may have felt like you failed that. Like you failed, even though it says falling, it's like, I'm feeling like a feeling of maybe you feel like you failed yourself. You fell kind of into the place of the unknown, or you went towards something that you changed, or you went towards something that allowed you to be vulnerable, or yeah, something like that. The unknown of something made you vulnerable. You let your guard down here with someone or something. You fell for something, right? You let your guard down. It's the way you're feeling at this time. Okay. It's changed you, or it's changing you in some way. Maybe making you even feel a little bit overly protective, or make you feel harder when it comes to disruption in your life, you know, or what you allow in. This could have been part of your past energy as well. Look at that. I said what you allow in. You have, yeah, this is exactly the same thing I just got done saying here. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, and you have a Nine of Pentacles here as well. So it's like your Queen of Pentacles in reverse, she doesn't give anything of herself away, but she feels satisfied with that. She's satisfied with that. So you may be in a place to where you're not comfortable giving anything of yourself at this time, or you're getting more and more like that. So these are the 88 tarot, and they're huge, obviously. We're going to use these to get one card for your past, present, and future, and then we'll get more in depth with each card. So pile 2, what is your past energy? Look, I pulled it. The Nine of Pentacles. So it's like you want to go back to this. I want to say, did pile 1 get this? I think they may have, but anyway. It's like you want to go back to this feeling, right? You want to feel good about yourself. You want to feel like there is this feeling of feeling kind of arrogant here, though. I'm going to have to say that. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean it in a negative way at all. I just don't know any other word to say to describe it, the feeling. It's a feeling of, it's not like you're being arrogant. It's like there's something to do with knowing what it is that you have, or knowing that you can create some kind of structure, stability, or like I can do this on my own, or I can be happy on my own, or I can be satisfied here. I can build my own thing here. Something like that is there when it comes to your past energy, okay? So what is your current or present energy? King of Cups in reverse. So you don't feel emotionally imbalanced here. You don't feel like you have the control of your emotions that you want, or for some of you, you may feel like you're overly controlling of your emotions now because you have been hurt here. This could even be someone that you feel like hurt you emotionally. There's just some kind of emotional imbalance that you feel. Something that you feel emotionally imbalanced with. This can also have to do with taking a risk, okay? You may feel like someone here could have been emotionally manipulative. Or you lack the ability, you know? Or they lack the ability to offer something to you here emotionally, even in this current energy. What's Scorpio energy? This is something that you're thinking about. What about future? What's the future hold here for pile 2? The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. It's another card of stability. This is about releasing that. This is about opening yourself up here. It's about letting something go. Releasing something and letting it go and opening yourself up. Something that you felt like you were holding on to. Could have been someone. Maybe you're holding on to hope here. You know, maybe you were holding on that someone would step up, or that there's something here to do with these two. It's like you're reverting back to this. That's the feeling that I'm feeling. But in order to do that, you have to let go of something that you have been really, really holding on to. And it could be just your stability. It could be a lack of wanting to be vulnerable or letting something go. And in the future, you'll be releasing whatever that is. Okay? Okay. The bottom of the deck, overall energy, you have the Three of Pentacles, which is about commitment, working together, working something out. So as your overall energy, you want to figure something out, or you want to, you know, perhaps manifest something for yourself here. But you're having to work or collaborate here with someone or something in order to do that. And you have a Nine of Cups here with the Seven of Swords in reverse. There's some changes here that are transpiring. Something that has to do with something that you didn't see before, or something that you were maybe being too strategic before and in something. This is like, I don't want to play games, or I don't want to do this anymore. I want to turn over a new leaf kind of energy. And you have a Knight of Cups here. So this is either something that you're moving towards or you're wanting here, which is about offering, you know, commitment or love. Or this is what you're waiting for. You know, you want someone that's offering commitment or love. Okay. I'm going to use this deck for you guys. This is the Moon Witch Tarot. Wait, no, it's not. Why did I say that? I just said it so confident too. You may be afraid of that. You may be part of what's holding you back. Like you're afraid of saying something or being too confident in saying something. So you've been it's caused you to stay stuck. You know, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, with the Two of Wands in reverse. You've been afraid of the future, afraid of the unknown. You know, what's your fate here? You know, what's going to happen? So past energies. Let's take a look. What are the past energies here for pile 2? Past energies here for pile 2. There's the Wheel of Fortune again. What else? The everything is fine card. That's this feeling I've been feeling. That's it. Like in the past, I felt like you felt like, well, everything's fine. I'm satisfied with the way things are. But like you were quit saying luck. Jeez. Where am I getting that from? I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Okay, for those of you that you don't know, this everything is fine card is obviously, it's the Ten of Swords. It's actually the very first card she made in this deck. And it says everything is fine, which clearly it is not. You know, this is kind of this feeling I'm feeling from you guys. In the past, you felt like, maybe you felt like time would tell, you know, that kind of thing. I'll just deal with this, and these 10 swords in my back, I'll just sit here and deal with the 10 swords and everything's fine. But there may have been some sort of betrayal or something that didn't feel good, or something there that you, even ending, that you tried to stay focused on yourself, focus on your own goals, building yourself, and you felt like this is something that would like work itself out in some kind of way. That's that arrogancy. See, I told you, it's not negative. It's like you're just giving something some kind of time here, but you're not acknowledging the fact that it's not okay, or you weren't in the past. You have the Sun. So there's some kind of clarity that you feel like you had, or again, trying to stay focused on your goals or new beginning perhaps. Trying to stay focused on, yeah, the positive, good vibes only, right? That's Leo energy, the High Priestess, but yet that your intuition doesn't let you get away with that, you know, and you literally have this red flag that's here. So everything is not fine. But this High Priestess Pisces energy you've been trying to play that off, you know, but you've also, it's like your intuition is sitting there like, look at this. You have a new beginning here that's right under your foot, but you're not looking at it. And then on the keyboard here, it's like keyboard on the computer. It's like you are trying to focus on other things, but this is blatantly, yet still blatantly aware that there are some other things that are real heavy and real big that are here. It's like you're trying to not, you feel like if you just focus on yourself, that's something that will work itself out or just kind of go away, and it hasn't. And I think in the past, maybe you were coming more into the picture or more clear about that. There also may have been something that you were hiding here from yourself or someone. A Five of Cups here in the reverse. Yeah, this is an energy of moving on, right? Moving past something. Not wanting to have regrets. Forgiving yourself, accepting things the way they are, and wanting to find peace with the situation here. This is like, I think, what you wanted. So you were just trying to move on past something, but let's get some clarifiers. Wheel of Fortune, the Empress. Yeah. This is, again, like, time will tell, right? The Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. This is about abundance and expansion and growth. Like, time will tell how something works out, or fate. There may be even someone here that you felt like was fated in some way. Everything is fine. You have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So, no, this is an energy of being overwhelmed and like you're struggling here, you know, and it's something that's too difficult or too challenging. There's something here, maybe an ending or ending something that you wanted, that you needed to do, but you didn't want to face it because you felt like it was just too hard for you to look at or too hard for you to face. It was going to be something that was going to be difficult to approach. And so you may have put that off, or you didn't want to fully look at it. Like, everything's fine, but you know it's, what's underlining that is the fact that it isn't. And you're tired of that fight. You know, you're tired of feeling a certain way, dealing with something. This is the Seven of Wands is like defending yourself, and you may be tired of that, having to defend yourself here. Or having to defend something, like, or someone, you know, if you have 10 swords in your back, how many times has someone like betrayed you or said something? It's like you didn't want to face this, okay? And the Sun is here, okay? So maybe you had to face it because, oh yeah, I'd say so. I'd say you had to face this. I'd say some kind of truth or clarity came out here with this Sun energy and you had to face it. The Three of Swords. Maybe a betrayal here. You had to face that, or something that hurt. You had to face your pain. Tell me about the are you maybe getting the clarity that you need to do that, you know, even though this is past energy, the timeline may be a little bit different for some of you. High Priestess. The Two of Swords in reverse. See, you've been knowing that you've needed to make some kind of decision. You've just been indecisive about it. And kind of putting it off because you felt like, you know, we'll see in time how things work out. Five of Cups in the reverse. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is moving on from giving to a situation, and you know, only y'all know what that is. This could be past energy, or this could be more like stuff that's happening still, you know, maybe not all of it, but like you're still sort of going through this. That Five of Cups, you know, this is someone moving on from something that you feel like is taking advantage of you in some kind of way. The Six of Pentacles being in reverse. Like there's a lack of harmony or peace in the equal give and take that's here, or something feels one-sided. You're stringing maybe something or someone along even, or someone is you. And you're moving on past this, you know, you're wanting to get past that energy. You're wanting to get past the feeling of this. Dragging something out even. Okay, bottom of the deck energy. Queen of Wands in the reverse. So you have some insecurities that are coming up from this. Ace of Wands in reverse. There may be some kind of rejection that's here, or someone that is upset even. With the Queen of Wands being in reverse, there may have been some selfishness that's going on here between someone or you or whatever. There's some kind of energy here. There could be some kind of selfishness that's here, or someone is temperamental in some way, or maybe this is what you've been trying to avoid. Yeah. This is like something not going according to plan. You know, you may be frustrated around this. Someone may be turning you down or rejecting you, or what it is that you really wanted. This could be a union here with somebody, coming together with somebody. This could be a passionate new beginning here. There could be distance here with the Three of Wands. Together you have Four of Wands, which is about harmony and peace, and they're in blocked. So I feel like something that you felt like good about, or felt like you wanted to move towards, or you know, the Queen of Wands is like going after what she wants, you know, feeling confidence. Whatever's transpired here in the past has completely turned that around for you, right? It's completely changed. You don't feel like that, like you did. Okay. Now, it's all led to the King of Cups, okay? So it's all led to not feeling emotionally secure or balanced, not feeling good about it, you know, feeling like there possibly could be some immaturity here of how maybe you or someone handled something emotionally, unawareness, you know, of that even. Maybe you weren't aware of someone's emotions, or you weren't aware of how you felt. It's like you just don't feel in balance. And for some of you, this has something to do with taking a risk, or having to risk everything, or you would have to risk a lot, you know, something like that is there, or someone would, not wanting to take that risk. So let's see. Tell me about the present or the current energies here for pile 2. Look at that. This is someone that's also being impulsive though. So let me keep going so I can get more clarity with that before the star. There's this energy here of just, where are all my, here we go. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I thought I turned that on silence. She's got a lot going on there, huh? Okay. Aquarius energy. I don't think I said that. We have an Empress here. There's the Empress. She's back. Still on her pedestal. Page of Swords. Let me get one more. 6 of Wands. Communicating. There's some kind of communication, something that you want to express or bring out into the open, wanting to have success, or some kind of communication that is successful in some kind of way. Let's see what the Knight of Swords here is in reverse. The 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone, this is like being impulsive, or the Knight of Swords can be someone that's not honest. And when he's in reverse, you know, like he's only giving half the story, or there's something to do with maybe being too quick about something in this present moment. Like there may have been some communication or something like that's there when it has to do with the equal give and take, perhaps. Somebody may have been impulsive here, or somebody may be getting kind of burned out even, you know, like with the Knight of Swords in reverse, kind of getting a little bit burned out about maybe being breadcrumbed here or not getting something equal. We did see that in over here in the past energy, so it is something that you're coming still from in the present. Like you're still, you're starting to get burned out because you're just, you know, you're only getting offered so much, or things are not fair, you know, or you're overly giving of yourself in some way. Tell me about the Star. Page of Wands. So there's some kind of message that comes through. This could also be someone that you're dealing with, you know, that feels like something's going unfair in some way. There's a message here that you could be getting that is a wish for you that you have. Like you have a wish here. It's attached to this message that you receive or you have in the present moment. Could be from an Empress energy. Someone that you see as someone that you can grow or build with. Someone that you may admire, have admiration for in some way. And it's a wish that you have. There's something here that is something that you've wanted to manifest. A wish that you've had. Man, she has a lot going on there. Did I say that already? It's so hard to cover all that up with this little crystal, but I don't want to block her face. Oh, jeez. So the 7 of Pentacles in reverse and Death here. This is like, I don't want to repeat this cycle again. Listen, I've tried to plant these seeds in this same pot over and over and over, and it's not working. Like this is like, let's, you know, it's reliving something over and over and over and not getting anywhere and realizing that. So tell me about the Empress. And this could be the Empress energy. Hold on. Oof. Queen of Swords in reverse. I mean, somebody's put their foot down or something like that here with this Queen of Swords in reverse. You may have, I mean, this is like, this could be the message that you're receiving even, but this is like, you know, not being able to grow something if you don't cut something else out or off. This is somebody that's recognizing their worth and their value. You know, this could be your energy or someone else's, but the Queen of, this Empress is bringing the Queen of Swords with her. So the Empress is all the queens. She's mastered all those lessons. And in this particular case, if this is you or someone else, they are implementing their Queen of Swords in reverse lesson, which is about knowing when to cut something off or cut something out. It's no longer like thinking about it logically, that it's not helping you grow or it's not meeting your standards in some kind of way, is here. You know, there's like, hey, I've learned this lesson from the past and I'm not doing this again. That's here. It can be that she may come across as a little bit cold-hearted even at times, but I feel like that's not the case because the Empress is here. So there's still a level of like nurturing here. So either you're nurturing yourself needing to cut something off, or someone else is. Why is the Page of Swords here? So the Page of Swords can be like learning something or trying to figure something out, or, you know, some kind of communication, the World. So communicating something to do with something needing to end. These cards. Good grief, I forgot about them. So yeah, needing to, that World is there. So closure. So there's a communication here that's pertaining to some kind of closure or needing to close something out. This could also have to do with travel as well. Or distance. 7 of Wands. The Four of Swords in reverse. Something that you've been overthinking, you're worried about in some kind of way is, I think that you're going to see some kind of success with that. Like, I feel like you've, because of something coming out into the open, or maybe a message, it's like you feel better about the situation. You know, with that 6 of Wands. Whatever it is that you've been overthinking or worried about. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So you haven't been feeling stable, or you haven't been feeling confident here about a situation. With this King of Pentacles being in reverse, this can also look in the way of maybe you feel like you lost your power here in a situation, or there was some impatience that was going on here when it comes to stability even. There's that Death in reverse. So again, there's something here that you, Queen of Wands in reverse. There's someone or something here that you may have felt like wasn't going to work, or it wasn't going to work out, or you weren't very confident in that in some way, and you have been holding on to here with Death in reverse. You know, it's like when the flies come, but it's still sitting in your kitchen, you know, that kind of thing. You know, that chicken needs to be thrown out because you didn't use it in time, you know, something like that is there. And that King of Pentacles not feeling stable and secure. Okay. So let's go ahead and get future energies. I'm curious. There's something here that you may be worried about in this moment in time coming out into the open, or giving some, like getting recognized here for perhaps overthinking or something pertaining to that. It's like, yeah, Four of Swords, you know, it can be kind of destructive when it's in reverse. It's a feeling of feeling rejected, perhaps, or that you feel like you're trying to overcome something. Like it's becoming too overwhelming to try to overcome something, perhaps. You may have been feeling really restless or isolated. A lack of comfort or sleep because you were unaware, didn't know about something. And I think that you're going to get some kind of recognition for that, or you're in this stage now. You just have, maybe. You've got some kind of clarity or insight, or something that you feel like is good with that Six of Wands, you know. You feel like it's something that you feel like, okay, we can, you know, I can make progress here. We can make progress here. There's some kind of recognition that gives you a sense of relief, I feel. Okay, so let's see about future energies. What are future energies here for pile 2? Future energies. the Three of Swords in reverse. So that's healing or getting past a betrayal. The Emperor in reverse. We saw the Empress before. So you may, again, not feel like you're in your power. Three of Wands, so you're waiting. There's a waiting period here. Ace of Wands. Didn't we see this before? The 3 and the Ace. Can't remember where. That's a new beginning. You know, waiting to have a new passionate beginning, a new start. Judgment in reverse. When Judgment comes up in reverse, especially when it has to do with future energies, there is this doubt that comes in, you know. You may be waiting to make a judgment call here because you do have that 3 of Wands here, waiting to see or waiting for a new beginning here or waiting to experience something in order to make that judgment call. So it's like you can't know what to do here with Judgment until you go through this Ace of Wands. And there's a waiting period with this. Waiting to see if you can get past a betrayal, waiting to see if you can heal something or if someone is going to forgive you even, or if you're going to forgive a situation. Scorpio, I haven't been saying the signs, I'm sorry. Scorpio and Aries energies here. Tell me about the 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, look at that. 2 of Swords. So either you or someone is trying to decide if you can forgive someone or something, forgive a situation, move forward, get past the pain or get past the hurt. Tell me about the Emperor here in reverse. Ace of Cups. I mean, I don't know who this is. Could be you or someone else. But this Emperor here in reverse is divine masculine energy. It's not like the Emperor in reverse can be not so great. But it's someone that could be stubborn, you know, especially when it comes to a relationship. It could be that you may be kind of rigid here, or someone is, or there's someone here that you could feel like is demanding or wanting something their way when it comes to a relationship. Or they're not like moving forward here, or they're not taking the initiative in some way when it comes to a relationship. This could be you or someone else. So there's this waiting period. This could be someone that perhaps maybe you're unsure about this person. Maybe if this is a divine counterpart or how to read this person, you're unsure about this relationship, or you're unsure about this person's intentions in some way. Tell me about the 3 of Wands. The Fool. Waiting for a new opportunity. This is future energy, so there's something new that's going to happen here. But I feel like there's kind of a little bit of you don't feel in control of this. You can't, you know what I'm getting from this is someone that can't control how they feel. Tell me more about the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, the High Priestess in reverse. It comes out. Not being able to control how you feel here. It just comes out with that High Priestess in reverse. This could be emotions coming out into the open here as well. But there's a wait here. There's a waiting period that's taking place, or a pause that's taking place when it comes to taking a risk or taking that risk. There could be distance here. And then the Ace of Wands is here. Yeah, because you could be about to risk everything here, guys. Look at this. Wow. These are all new beginnings right here. Making a decision around this. Making a decision around this. The Judgment's in reverse because it may be that you're not in full control of making this judgment. Someone else is part of it, you know. Let's see. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, the 6 of Pentacles. Remember, we saw that before. This could be evaluating what to give or how to make something right or equal. Yeah, this can look in the way of bouncing back ideas as well off of someone, you know, with what do you feel like is fair or right, or with judgment being there. Judgment. It's like there's doubts that's there, or there's like not wanting to blame the other one for not making some kind of judgment call. I think this is part of healing a situation or forgiveness that's here. Whether or not you can give to someone, forgive someone, or someone can forgive you, or you can move forward, you know, move on. Can we wipe the slate clean? That's the judgment. That's what judgment is. It's about resurrection, you know. Tell me more about the Judgment in reverse. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Can we still grow something here? Is something still, is my time and energy that I put into this still bearing fruit? You know, is this still bearing fruit? You go from the 6 to the 7, so there's a progress that's being made in this. And the Hanged Man in reverse, Hanged One in reverse, Pisces energy. Scorpio is here as well. I think I said that, but seeing a different perspective, or needing to see someone else's perspective about how to give to a situation or how to invest in a situation is here. So you could be passing the torch here of decisions onto someone else, or coming up with a plan even. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, because something's too difficult for you to, or this person to continue, or to, can also be someone wanting to fight for a different perspective, or to see something, or someone to get off the pause, right? Putting things on hold. It's like, this is too difficult. Putting things on hold. Needing to give to a situation, or knowing what you're investing into is here. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Look. It's the Ace of Swords in reverse. You have all the aces out, guys. So the Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords in reverse, there's a lack of clarity when it comes to what you can offer, or what you can have. The Ace of Pentacles is something grounded. So there's a lack of clarity in what someone's offering, right? Moving forward. Or what you want moving forward. And discussion around that, I feel. This is the risk. So you're waiting to take some kind of risk here until you can, I feel like, see clearly what someone's wanting to give to you, or what you can give to someone else, or what they want. And there's discussion around fairness around that, and what you're planning moving forward. Tell me about the Two of Cups. No, almost said Two Cups. Tell me about the Fool. Page of Swords in reverse. You may find yourself taking a risk on something that you feel like is kind of unclear. You know, or you may feel like that you're taking a risk on something that you don't quite understand. Or you're moving towards, or waiting for something, waiting to move towards something that you feel like maybe you don't quite understand. But you still feel like you want to take a risk on it. Like, I can't see what my ship's going to look like when it comes in, but I'm taking a risk here on that because I want to move forward to the Four of Wands, which is about peace and harmony. The bottom of the deck, here's the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh.
Mom.
I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a card of releasing. Like, if you've been stuck, or if you've been putting up some walls or some boundaries here, and you've been holding on so tightly to those that you haven't been able to kind of experience things here for yourself. You know, you haven't had a lot of faith here. You feel like this has been a burden in some way. That's something I feel like that's going to change here. You're getting past maybe some stuff of the past, like you're getting over it, like our shirt says, and moving on quickly, and possibly moving towards something that you don't want to end with the world in reverse, or close the gap here in some kind of way, or whatever you've been feeling like you've been missing or you've been unfulfilled or incomplete. It's like you're moving quickly towards that, because there's the ending of something could be somewhat of a burden here to you. Taking responsibility for the way things are is something that's here as well, or someone is, you know, and you have that Chariot Cancer energy. This is having faith here and releasing something. So there's something here in the future that you're letting go of, and you're letting go of it based off of faith over fear, and also the ability to be able to recognize when you need to get yourself into the best place possible for yourself, and doing it based off of having faith that if you do what you need to do for yourself, then that's the goal, and moving forward with that. You have the Four of Pentacles here twice. It's the bottom of the deck energy for this particular spread, which is this spread, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so on that note, let's get some advice. So I'm going to get some advice with these first, and then I have some special cards that I pulled today to get some advice on as well. What advice do you have moving forward for pile 2? Whoa. Yeah, rejection, daydream. So for some of you, you may have had something that you wished, like that star energy, had something that you wanted, and you kind of daydreamed about that, but maybe that was something that got rejected, or you were rejecting what it is that you wanted, you know, even. You can do that to yourself. Reject, like have something that you want and reject it, even though it's something that's still here, you know. You see the one side here is still on fire. What advice do you have? Heartbreak. So you have number 38, number 11, and number 43 here. What advice do you have? You had a hard time here, or you're having a hard time. They're saying don't let the fear of heartbreak here, whether that's you, someone else, or whatever this is, being afraid of that, rejecting a dream that you have, or yes, a goal that you have, or something that you feels like aligns with you with that number 11, rejecting that out of fear of being hurt or heartbreak. This is maybe even part of a bigger lesson here for you. Look at that spark. And that's the Hanged Man energy. It's right there. Number 12. Yeah. I think that the advice here with the Hanged Man energy is to definitely see something in a different perspective, right? Definitely take a look and quit hanging on to things that are stagnant, you know, quit hanging on to repeating old patterns here, to stalling something even, or resisting something because of pain or heartbreak. It's like resisting something that you want because you're afraid of the consequences if it doesn't, you know, spark up like that's supposed to, or you want it to. You know what I mean? You have maturity here in number 6 at the bottom, and I talked a little bit about that with this card in the middle of your current energy. So being mature and facing your fear and doing what you need to do or what you want to do for yourself, like you have to at some point take charge and let go of the things that you need to let go of. I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of people. I think it's the hardest thing for a lot of people. Fear of letting go of circumstances or person, place, or thing that you feel like you're not happy with anymore, or is no longer beneficial to you in some kind of way. Holding on to that, I think, is just so hard for people. You know, it's like, and I mean, I totally get it, trust me. Because you fall into a place of, like Judgment in reverse, where you start to doubt things, and then you start to doubt yourself, you know, and then you start ignoring the call that towards your happiness or what it is that you want, and feeling like you're not good enough, or you can't achieve that. Or you could hurt others, you know, here even, or putting other people before you in some kind of way. And it keeps you stuck and keeps you from being able to mature, like level up, and you have respect here. Going towards someone or something that is respectful to you and your morals or your integrity. Okay, so here we go. What advice do you have here? What advice do you have here for Paul 2? Okay, here's the back of your card. And you, evolution, yep. Consider what evolution means to you. Is your evolution about growth, expansion, adaptation? Jeez. Surface or becoming a better version of yourself? That's what this hangman energy is. Looking at something that could be like a better version of yourself, you know, that possibility in that. Look for ways to flourish in the face of challenge. Yep, here's that nine of wands. Break a problem down to its elements. Be creative and consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what is happening for you. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it may be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that come from journeying through the eyes of the storm and bottling this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. Yeah, I can sit here all day and tell y'all like, oh, this is what you really need to be doing, but the ultimate strength comes from you. You know, anybody can sit here and motivate you, and you can understand and be like, yep, that's what I need to do. You know, your intuition picking up on that. Guys, I'm so sorry, but my storage, for some reason, it's been messing up on my phone. I don't know, probably something with iCloud, who knows. Anyway, it's been messing up on my phone, and I read this card, and then it's shut off. So, also, I didn't realize that for a while, and I picked this card here. It came out of the Messages of Heaven deck, and it actually says, we're easing the blockage which is holding you back. Go for it. It's the number 14, which is Temperance and Tarot, and I talked about Sagittarius energy and how this is about I see, and you see what you get, you know. So be careful about what it is that you're projecting here. What story you're telling yourself about this is important. So I'm going to pull another one just because that happened. So what advice do you have? Okay. Now you have the number 22. Take the time to pamper yourself or let others take care of you. So if you've been hesitant, you have that sunflower here twice, about taking care of yourself or someone else, allowing someone else to give to you in some kind of way even, I think that this is something that's needed, that you need to open up to, right? This is about abundance and joy and fun and prosperity. So you may have been feeling like you had some things in your life that were kind of weighing you down, and you haven't been able to fully, or maybe you've just been overly focused on yourself and your goals and something like that, but you're having a hard time being able to have fun. So this is like a place where it's saying, open yourself up and remember to have fun here with yourself. Take the time to pamper yourself or let others take care of you even. So I actually pulled the charms as well. So here we are. You have the mask here. So if there's a mask that's been taken off and you've been able to see the light in something here, you have the Pegasus here. So setting yourself free even. You have the number 8. So that's 8 in tarot is strength. So looking or finding your inner strength here. You have the batteries. So something wearing you down or something that's losing its life here in some kind of way. So we have E, R, and we have 3 R's here. A, C, G, and H. And I pointed out charge is here. Change is here. No, it's not. We don't have an N. Sorry if y'all can hear my stomach growling. It is very unhappy with me. I need to go eat breakfast. Did I say charger? What else did I say? Change is not here. Sorry, I'm trying to think back to what all the things I said before. ER is here, maybe important. Rest and relaxation, that's something this card says here as well. So taking a break is important. We have gauge and cage here. Gauge and cage. So gauge what you're caging yourself, how you're caging yourself in something perhaps. R is here, like, are you? Okay, I'm gonna hold this up so y'all can see it, and I'm gonna leave it here. Care is here, so care for yourself or care for something. Okay, so thanks guys for being here. Ooh, thanks for all your love and all your support and all your kindness, of course. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm sending you some love and light, and I hope to see you soon. Hey pal 3, so if you chose the sun sticker here, so I'm hoping maybe this is going to be something to do with clarity, or maybe hopefully something that is good. Maybe you've been waiting on something good, or you're waiting on some kind of truth or clarity here. Could be waiting for your happiness, you know, with the sun energy. Of course, that's Leo energy with the sun. And the sun, and I'm losing my voice, guys, by the way, so bear with me. So the sun actually, you know, obviously it represents all the good things, right? When you see the sun, you think about healing, you think about possibly a new beginning. There's positivity that's here. This could be about having success or wanting success even, right? There's also, you know, well, I was fixing to say the flip side. The flip side of the sun. So the flip side of the sun, you know, obviously is the saddest card in the deck. There could be some disappointments that you're facing here. There could be some feelings of things that you have to experience that may not feel so great. Maybe something that once you felt like really good or really happy about has changed. There's this level of maybe a failure of someone appreciating you or something, and there's sadness around this perhaps. So that's the flip side of the sun. Okay, so I don't know if you've been in one spot and you're moving to another, or the other way around. So let's take a better look here. This is the oracle card that y'all got, and it is Becoming Braver, number 5. Resilience, experience, growing stronger, and fresh perspective. So I have to point out that there's these mushrooms that are behind her, and actually pile 4 got the psychedelic looking mushrooms as well. I think a lot of people in the collective are coming out of illusions. I think that you're getting fresh perspectives or new perspectives, and I think that it's like make or break at this time. So whatever it is that you're getting a new perspective on, what to do with that, like what changes to make. This is the number 5, which is about change. It's also the Hierophant and Tarot. And so there's this, you know, understanding that the wisdom comes from within, or there's a spiritual lesson here perhaps for you. And it does talk about that with experience and growing stronger. So it's like you have to look at a situation, or you're looking at something here and trying to be brave and make the changes possibly that you need to with the number 5, or accepting the changes that are here, accepting the lesson and growing from it. Possibly looking at something in a fresh perspective and leaving the illusions behind you. Not creating some kind of false narrative or reality here. Goodness. I don't know why my throat's doing this, to be honest. Okay, so this is the 88 oracles, or this is the 88 tarot, and it's just a really big tarot deck, okay? So we're going to use this to look at past, present, and future energies. So what's the past here when it comes to love here for pile 3? What's the past when it comes to love? Queen of Pentacles. So you may have in the past felt, you know, this is, for me, this is Taurus energy, but it can be Capricorn. A lot of people see Capricorn. I don't know why I'm Taurus here, but in Virgo as well. So in the past, you may have felt like you had everything under control, or you felt good, or you felt stable, you felt secure in yourself. You may have felt like you valued yourself and your worth, or you just felt like you were stable with who you were. You know, you're stable in who you were. So let's see what's changed, because I feel like something has changed here with that. What's the present energy? Yeah, 5 of Swords. There may have been some kind of betrayal, or you're facing some kind of betrayal here, or there's some kind of conflict that's going on. Now you're conflicted. Something's causing you to feel conflicted about your own value or what you have to offer even. I think that may come as a shock or surprise to some of you, because you may have felt just so good, or you may have felt like you were very safe or secure in something. This could be any area of your life really, but we're talking about love here. So now you're conflicted in this present moment, or there's some sort of betrayal or someone getting away with something here. Okay, so what is the future energies? What's the future energies for you? Pile 3. Can't do that. I'll take the top one though. Temperance in reverse for future energies. This is frustration. This is in the future. I feel like from this that you will start to get frustrated. Start to get frustrated here from yourself. Start to get frustrated with the situation. Perhaps you are... For some of you, you may be thinking about an idea. Like, I don't know. Okay, I gotta say this real quick. For some of you, you may be looking into this reading to see what could happen. Like, you're more focused on what the future is, to know what decision to make. Okay, so Sagittarius energies here as well, which is about education. So it's like you're trying to how you're seeing something. You're looking and focusing on how you're seeing something, and there's a frustration here in the future about this. You don't want to be frustrated, or you are frustrated with the conflict here around your safety, security, stability, or value, or someone else's. Anything else here with Temperance? I feel like there's obviously in the future something doesn't feel right. Something's off, and you're still dealing with that, or you will be. The bottom of the deck is the 8 of Wands in reverse, so it's another card of being frustrated. Frustrated with the process, frustrated with how something's moving forward, or maybe there's a miscommunication, or you're having a breakdown in communication even. Something is, you feel like maybe you're wasting your time, or there's just some resistance maybe to changing something. Someone's kind of setting in their ways, perhaps. Okay. Something may be needing to slow down here as well with the Devil. Yeah, and the Death. There's something toxic here that needs to come to an end. Something that you've given up hope on, or you're starting to give up hope here with this. You feel like it's something that just needs to end. Like there's no saving this here with the Star. In reverse, it's like with Death on top of that, you know, Aquarius, Scorpio energy. Maybe that's why you're in this place to needing to be brave in order to make the changes that you need. You have the Devil, Capricorn. So there's something here that needs to end because it's becoming very toxic, or it's becoming very obsessive or addictive in some kind of way, or there's just a toxic behavior or something that's not great, something that could be an attachment, toxic attachment in some way. And there's frustration around this. Okay, so whether that's you or someone else that's holding on to something, there's some sort of frustration about the process or progress around that communication breakdown. Something not changing, you know. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, let's tie into that. I'm going to use the Tarot in Wonderland here for you guys. not Alice, tarot. I think I put Alice on the last one time I used this on accident. Okay, so we're going to look into the Queen of Pentacles, find out what she's all about. What's the Queen of Pentacles here for pile 1? Pile 3, way far from that. Pile 3 here, what is this Queen of Pentacles as far as the past energy? What is the past energy here with this Queen of Pentacles? The 3 of Wands. So you may have been in a period of waiting around. Travel or distance could be there. You have a 10 of Pentacles, so there's maybe being patient or creating some kind of distance around a stability. Could be a home, marriage, long-term commitment. Waiting to see what something could be or if something's going to be solid. And then the 10 of Wands. So there's a burden here with this, or something that has created some sort of burden, right? Waiting for something to be solid here has created some sort of burden in your past. Temperance, upright, Sagittarius. So needing to look at things, right? Needing to address the situation and needing to see what it is that you need. Do you need to be taller in the situation, or you need to be shorter in order to make something happen here for you? What is it that you need? And wanting to balance that out. And the 3 of Swords. So that's hurtful. You know, that's a painful energy there, the 3 of Swords. Could be separating yourself here from someone that is painful, or it could be there's, you know, you're wanting to balance out a situation that could be painful or is hurting someone or something, or hurting you. Tell me about the 3 of Wands. See the 2 3s here? So there could be some kind of outside interference here. Waiting around for something to happen. You're coming like aware or awakened to this in a new way. Okay, with that Tower, Scorpio energy. You're waking up to something. Maybe the plan moving forward, or what you can do to move forward. Maybe that you've been waiting, like what have you been waiting for? You know, that kind of energy's there. Maybe realizing that you've been waiting for something that's already destroyed. Maybe you've been waiting for a Tower moment to take place, an awakening, or someone to wake up to something. Waiting to see how someone acts or reacts. Tell me about the 10 of Pentacles. Cancer energy. Chariot, Cancer energy. Yeah. This is about having faith that something can be stable. You know, having faith that you can have everything that is that you want here. Going in the direction that you want to in order to find some kind of stability, or something that you already maintain or have a stability with. Focused on that. You know, this could even be like a location, home, or something like that. You have the 5 of Pentacles with the 10 of Wands. They're taking responsibility for leaving something out in the cold or causing some kind of significant change. Taking responsibility for leaving someone out in the cold here even. This is a burden here. Leaving someone or something out in the cold, or someone doing that to you, has created some sort of burden here. Heavy weight on your shoulders. Temperance. And the King of Wands. You may have moved away from someone here, and that's been something that's just been weighing on you. Maybe you feel like guilty about that in some kind of way, because you were trying to do what's best for yourself here. The King of Wands, King of Cups. What's wrong with me? I'm not naming the cards right. That's Scorpio energy there. Can be Pisces or Cancer. But this is about balancing out your emotions. You know, needing to feel comfortable with something. Even though there's like these waves, a storm kind of going on. Playing your cards right and needing to be stable. Needing to be the mature one. Needing to do what you need to do for yourself in order to find that stability. You know, something that's there. 3 of Swords. What's the 3 of Swords here? There's the King of Wands. I called it, guys. So the King of Wands in reverse. Leo energy with that 3 of Swords. So this is about cutting out something, okay? And it could be that maybe there's this feeling of feeling like you no longer want to experienced some kind of sadness or sorrow or betrayal or loss of some sort. It's the Three of Swords, you know. This is like a painful separation here as well, you know, experiencing like a painful separation or some sort of heartbreak. And this King of Wands, this could be someone here that you've been dealing with, but it's someone that can be very impulsive, someone that you may have some unrealistic high expectations with, perhaps. Someone that can be a little bit controlling or overbearing. It could be this person has, you know, hurt you in some sort of way in the past. Give me a card for the Knight of Wands with the Three of Swords. Yeah, the World. So this needed to end, okay? Something here needed to end. There may have been a situation here that was painful or hurtful or a betrayal or something that made you feel like you didn't have any power in this, or you didn't have any power in protecting someone or protecting someone's heart or feelings when it comes to an ending. Maybe this is something that you've been trying to do. You've been trying to control hurting someone here, or ending something. Like the World is about completion. Tell me, let's see, what's the Tower? The Five of Cups in reverse. I've been waiting here for someone or something to move on or move forward with. This is like accepting a situation for what it is, even though you're sad or disappointed in it. You've been waiting, and it's time to kind of accept. This is what you're waking up to, accepting a situation for what it is and moving on. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles with the Chariot. Nine of Cups. So moving towards a wish, or moving towards like what you want is stability. What you want is to feel comfortable with where you are and your foundation in yourself. This is what your goal was. This is what you wanted here in the past. Tell me about the Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands in reverse. So you go from the Ace to the 10. You let go of something here, and there was like a pause. There was a pause with something. So it's like you didn't let go of this completely with this Ace of Wands in reverse. This could be like you rejected someone. You may have left someone out in the cold here even. It could be that this is like something to do with maybe just having a lack of direction, how to release the burden of leaving someone out in the cold that you struggle with. Or there's some sort of delay here. There may have been someone that you've distracted yourself here with even. Tell me about the Temperance and the King of Cups. Look at that. Queen of Wands. You have the King of Wands in reverse. So you and someone are not on the same page, or we're not on the same page. There's someone here that, this Queen of Wands, Sagittarius energy perhaps. This could also represent you, you know, feeling confident about finding balance here in your emotional self, right? Feeling confident. Regaining your confidence. That's what I see. Maybe abandoning something here so that you could regain your confidence. Or you felt balanced here, maybe even with someone. Like this is like, I feel more balanced in this situation kind of thing. But the Queen of Wands, if this is representing you, of course, this is like you feeling passionate or having the courage to balance a situation out, you know, to move towards what it is that makes you feel that way. And that may have to do with some kind of ending or betrayal. And someone here was not on the same page with you. Like something happened here where you saw somebody in a different way. You could have had like a King of Cups. You thought you had like a King of Cups here, but then you realized this was like more like a King of Wands in the reverse. You know, and there's a completion around this in some way. Like, this has happened. This painful experience with this King of Wands has happened. For some of you, it may be something that's resurfacing that you've already learned a lesson with someone else, you know, in your, or in the past here. This is like, this is over. I don't want to repeat this cycle here again, you know. And you have the Magician at the bottom of the deck with the King of Swords. So it's like you're trying to use logic here. When it comes to moving forward. In the past, you were trying to be logical here about what it is that you were creating, or what it was that you were trying to manifest for yourself. Trying to be smart. You were being smart. Okay, so let's see how things have changed in the in the Five of Swords. Yes. George is sitting on the back of my chair. And I don't know if y'all have been to my community page. Sometimes I post pictures of him on there. And the other day I did. He's been sleeping on the back of my chair with his arms out beside him, on the top of it, you know, sprawled out with his arms out beside him, and his face, his nose, like in the face down, like his face is down, like his nose touching the chair. I don't know why he's been sleeping like that, but it looks so funny. He's doing it again. You're right behind me. George, can you breathe like that, buddy? Okay, Five of Swords in the current energy, which isn't the best energy, so let's get into it. Five of Swords in the current energy. So there's conflict, or you're fighting with something or someone. Could be betrayal here even. You have a Seven of Cups in the reverse, so there's something to do with your choices or your options here, and maybe avoiding the reality of that. Needing to trust your gut, you know, or being kind of overwhelmed by the choices at hand, so you don't make a choice at all. You have the Emperor energy, so needing to take control and move in a certain direction. Five of Wands, so there's the Five of Swords, Five of Wands. So there's definitely been some conflict. It could be something of outside interference that has caused some sort of conflict here. When it comes to making a decision, you have the Three of Wands in reverse, so waiting for something that never happens, you know, or putting something on hold for too long. You could have put something on hold for too long, and there's something that, a disagreement or something that came out of that. The Star. Needing to regain hope, or needing to be hopeful here for the future is where you are, like healing perhaps even from a situation, or trying to figure out what it is that you want. Tell me about the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Hanged Man. Pisces energy. You have Aries here with the Emperor, the Ace of Cups. Five of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Knight of Cups in the reverse. You waited too long here to offer someone something, or you waited around too long for someone to offer you something here. And now there's been some kind of conflict around juggling. So either someone was juggling you, or vice versa, or there's like this imbalance that was taking place even, that caused some kind of conflict or disagreement, struggles or interference in some way. Taking control, or needing to take control of a relationship, or your feelings, or how you feel. Or moving forward with how you feel. This is the current energy here. So you're battling with something here, and it has to do with making a choice and being able to see your options or your choices in a different point of view or perspective. Something's narrowed down here for you as well. Sometimes with the Seven of Cups, I see it like there's all these options or choices, and then when it's in reverse, it's like you can see what those are. Like you can see your choices better, or your options better. Something's been limited, you know what I mean? So you're having to look at it or see it in a different perspective in this current moment. And it has to do with going after what it is that you want. You know, what relationship, or how you feel emotionally, what it is that you want. And kind of battling with that decision is here. Fighting with that decision, or battling with that decision back and forth. But you have, or you are, like there's this, what if you're waiting around for something that never happens? Or what if you're waiting around for or you've waited too long to offer someone something even. What if something's not what you expect it to be? There's fear around this, you know. The Three of Wands, when it's in reverse, there's a lack of being able to foresee what's going to happen, and there's fear around that. And it's pulling into the Knight of Cups. So not knowing what that's going to look like, you know, if someone's going to take your offer, or if how someone feels about you, you know, or maybe you waited too long for that even. What if I waited too long, you know? And the stars here. Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is healing something. I feel like for some of you, your wish here has to do with this Queen of Swords in reverse, which is kind of strange. You may be cutting off things that don't align with you here with the star, like you're choosing to cut someone off or cut something out that you feel like it's not your wish or not your story, right? With this star that's here, it's about what is your dream, you know, and what is creating blockages around you being able to have that dream, or feeling that dream, or be able to live that dream. And cutting that stuff away. Needing to be kind of, I don't want to say cutthroat, I don't like that phrase to be honest, but it's like you're needing to be kind of cold, or you're having to be kind of cold. Yeah, you're having to be brave here in a situation in order to get what it is that you want, or to go after what it is that you want. Give me an overall energy for the Hanged Man and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Death, yeah. There's something is closing out and something is starting, right? Like the Phoenix, you know, is there's a new beginning or new start that's here, you know. Tell me more about the Emperor and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So you don't know if you can have the emotional fulfillment here. You're unsure if you can still have like emotional fulfillment here, or if that's possible. Tell me about the Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles. This can also look in the way of not knowing exactly what you want. But, you know, you have feelings, but you don't know exactly what you want. You have the High Priestess, Pisces energy. Scorpio's down there as well, and Pisces. High Priestess in reverse. Something came out into the open, some kind of secret. Something came out into the open here that challenged you, challenged a relationship, or challenged a situation. And it made you have to look at your options here, the Two of Pentacles. The imbalances, it made you have to address or look at the imbalances. Three of Wands in the reverse with the Knight of Cups. There's the Tower in reverse. So this is something that has happened here with that Tower, Scorpio energy. There's been it's like this is maybe because of too, like because there were no changes, or because you were still holding on to something, or because you were trying to prevent a disaster. You waited too long to express yourself here. Or this is the way you may be feeling, or someone is, right? The Star and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Four of Cups. So this is someone that you may feel like you may be cutting out, like this is like cutting out all the things that you feel like don't bring you a feeling of feeling good. I mean, this is like, it's funny too in this card, because this is the turtle who's sitting here waiting, right? And you can't see the fact that there is this dolphin here that has a cup they're trying to offer, because they're sitting here looking at the 3 cups that were spilt. And those 3 cups that were spilt were possibly like some sort of an emotional connection, or used to be some kind of emotional fulfillment even with the Four of Cups energy. This is a feeling of feeling a lack, like you're in a place of feeling perhaps that you missed something, or you may be looking at the past wondering if you missed something. You've been kind of meditating on something for too long, you know, but because there's been some kind of emotional imbalance about cutting someone or something out or off. put that together back wrong, but that's okay. 8 of Wands in reverse, again, with Judgment. So there is this need to have make some sort of judgment call, needing to gain strength in order to do that. You're being called here to judgment, to do something here. This 8 of Wands is in reverse. It's like there's a halt or a standstill, and you're being called to communicate, or you're being called to express your truth here with judgment and make a judgment call. Of what it is that you want. You're being called to this at this moment in time. And because there's been this long period of waiting, or you've been resisting a change, and it's like, because you've been resisting the change, this Tower moment's taken place, okay? Or this is someone that you're dealing with. So let's see what the future holds because of that. That's what happens. It's what happens when you sit there and you don't decide on something. It's going to fall apart, right? If you don't decide on something, you don't have control in it anymore. At some point, it's going to take control itself and do it for you. That's how the universe works. It kind of says, okay, well, if you're not going to do it, then we're going to do it. And they make Tower moments happen when they're needed in order to influence or cause a change when there's not one, or there hasn't been one. Someone's being stagnant in some way. So whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with, let's see what the future energies of this are. What are the future energies of this for pile 3? Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. Someone's holding back. Here's Cancer energy. The Knight of Pentacles. This is about still being involved or still being in it, but holding back emotionally. This is someone that's very nervous or moving forward with very cautiously, slowly. You have a Page of Wands here, so we'll see what that is. That can be like being hesitant to explore something. Queen of Pentacles. This is like somebody that's really paying attention or focused on like the groundedness of something, the reality of something, and not getting carried away with the emotional part of it. Someone being kind of smart here, even though we don't have the Queen of Swords, or the King of Swords out, it's still the Queen of Pentacles. She's pretty freaking smart, right? She knows how to do a lot of things. It's funny because it represents like the mother or the wife, and because if you think about it, like look at her, she's sewing. She knows, she has all these tricks and traits. Like she knows how to do things. She knows how to take care of herself, or she knows how to take care of others. She knows how to nurture things. She's very grounded. She's not in her head, not too much in her head. There's still care and nurture that's here. So this is somebody, whether this is you or someone else, that's wanting to really look at something, or really thinking about like continuing to like nurture something here, or there's hesitancy here, but this is someone that feels like they're capable, they feel like they can stay, like they can be stable here, or hold back emotionally if they need to. You have a Knight of Wands that's here. That doesn't mean that it's not difficult, right? This is about being brave. So this doesn't mean that it's not difficult. There's struggles that are here. There's a challenge that's here with that Temperance energy, that's the challenge. He's looking right at it with his wand, like being frustrated, because he's having to defend himself, or having to, like, this is something it's so hard to get things into balance, it's so hard to get back what you had, or being frustrated with the way things are. Tell me about the Queen of Cups here in reverse. Yeah, the Four of Wands. This is somebody that's protecting their peace or holding back. This can also be somebody that's frustrated not getting what it is that they want. They're frustrated by not getting what it is that they want. But aren't most people kind of like, you go through like a period of frustration when you don't get what you want? But this is someone that feels like this is about home, right? The Four of Wands, coming together, reunion, home. So it's someone that is in this energy of feeling this way, but being very guarded when it comes to that. Someone that's guarding themselves, that is trying to figure out where their sense of security or safety is when it comes to their emotions. You could have somebody here, if this could be you or them, that's suppressing certain emotions until there is some kind of reunion here. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. This could be you, though, as well. You have the Emperor in reverse. So going slow here because you feel like that you're going slow towards a situation that you may feel not ready for, or you don't know how you feel about it, or maybe you don't have any control about how things move forward at all, so that's why you're taking it slow, or someone is. Tell me about the Page of Wands in reverse. Six of Swords. The Six of Swords can also, it's, you know, it can be about like going back to the conflict, you know, not wanting to talk about it is something that's here, procrastinating that. Procrastinating, exploring, like, or being hesitant to explore because you don't want to go back to the conflict or a conflicted situation. But this can also, when the Six of Swords is in reverse, it can be like maybe there's unfinished business that's here between you and someone, or someone feels this way, but they're kind of hesitating about that. There's a very cautious energy that's here. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody that feels confident about releasing something if they need to. Yeah. I feel like they have themselves in a stable position, and they feel kind of, they feel practical. That's what they feel. This is someone that's being practical. And I think there's a little bit of sadness around this. You know, it's almost like the Queen of Wands is looking back here at the Queen of Cups like oh, I remember when. I was so naive, you know. It's taken away, something's taken away some of the innocence that's here for this person or for you. And there's this level of needing to be practical and not needing to be reckless. Delaying something even. Tell me about the letting go of expectations or something long-term is here as well. So this could be someone letting go of their expectations of having something long-term, or letting go of something that you felt like was something that you felt like long-term here, right? Why is the Nine of Wands here? Guys, I said the Knight of Wands. It's the Nine of Wands, but here's the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the hard part is this putting up with this. You know, the hard part is figuring out how to move forward past some things, or past the frustration. This is future energies here, so keep that in mind. Yeah, the Five of Wands in reverse. The hard part is you know, like when you have a disagreement, or you go your separate ways with someone or something like this, you know, it's just awkward. There's this awkwardness around it. I see that here, and that being something that's difficult, like going through a period where you have a hard time reading someone, or that you get like hot and cold energy here from someone. Getting past that is something that is going to be somewhat of a challenge here in the future. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. The Three of Cups. Yeah, this is about a reunion. Someone that's feeling practical about a reunion. They don't have any kind of expectations around this or this connection. There's something's been lost here because of the Five of Swords. Why is the Page of Wands in the reverse with that Six of Swords? Yeah, there it is. There's the heartbreak again. Someone's hesitating, right? because they don't want to carry something emotionally, and it has to do with the betrayal. There could be third-party energy here. You have the Three of Cups, Three of Swords next to each other. And the Five of Wands is about competition, you know. This is somebody that doesn't want to have to compete, you know. That's something that's they're standing their guard on or standing their ground with. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles with the Emperor in reverse. Strength, Leo energy, Aries here. Needing to be strong around how you're seeing someone or something. Taking it slow, moving forward. Having patience here with someone moving forward. Tell me about the Queen of Cups with that Four of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah. Something unfortunate happened here with all the two towers that we saw up until this is future energy. So because of something unfortunate happening or something not working out, some kind of unfortunate event or something like that, due to that, it's created someone suppressing their emotions or holding back here, trying to maintain a sense of peace within themselves. So they're holding back in order to maintain that peace. And needing to be strong or wanting to be strong and patient, taking things slow, moving forward, being determined to figure someone out, what someone wants or how to move forward in a situation, being very cautious about it. Procrastinating because there's been pain here and you don't know if you can work something out or not, needing to figure that out. There's unfinished business around the Three of Swords, you know, the betrayal, the loss, the separation, the whatever's happened here, there's unfinished business around that, and you're, it's like hesitation about bringing that up or exploring that in some kind of way. And then being practical here about maybe what you can have or what you do have, letting go of expectations around a reunion or like you're reuniting here with someone, or a celebration, like you or someone is just like not expecting a lot here from this. And this is something that's difficult because you have to get through some kind of disagreement or needing to defend yourself. This is a Hierophant. So this is about you needing to defend what it is you want, what it is that you believe you deserve, or what it is, what's your values. And maybe this is like, I'm not going to be compared to anyone else, or I'm not going to compete for attention, you know. And this is something that you'll have to be faced with here in the future, or this person is expressing, right? And this also has to do with commitment. So maybe not being on the same page with someone when it has to do with commitment, and someone kind of standing their ground about that. King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So someone's being mature in a situation, or needing to be mature at how they approach something, needing to be smart, needing to be prepared and emotionally imbalanced, needing to be patient and diplomatic, right? Moving forward here with whatever this is. This is future energies. So if this is you, that Page of Cups in reverse and that Temperance, in order to find balance, you have to let go of the immaturity of how you're handling something, perhaps emotionally, and step up. And that's what's happening here. There's this level of knowing that you maybe have outlived a situation, or you need to move up from a situation here, right? You've matured from someone or something, and now you have to kind of address that in the future. So let's get some advice. Long readings, of course. I was hoping to get this out today, Sunday, but I don't know that I will if they're this long. What advice do you have for pile 3 moving forward in love? What advice do you have for pile 3? healing. It's the first card out, number 3. So you may have this could be healing here, this 3 of Cups. This is this coming together reunion or get together celebration, you know, just joining, doing something fun here even with the 3 of Cups. Healing. For some of you, this has to do with someone or for just being around your friends, right? In order to find your groundedness and your stability after getting heartbreak. So that's there. As far as advice goes, that may be something that will be very helpful, you know. Healing from a situation, expanding and growing from the wounds that you've had, you know, and this may have been something that reopened a wound here for you, or someone, and it's like wanting to heal the situation and having hope that you can heal a situation here, or that it will, that you'll find strength, you know, in this, and moving towards something that you feel like aligns with you, with that star Aquarius energy. It says flirt on there. You have trust and maturity. Okay, so there's that mature energy, and support is here. This is like letting go of expectations of a relationship, maybe kind of, I hate to say this, but reverting back to friendship, until you can kind of trust a situation here, or seeing how a situation kind of develops or grows. But there's this supportive energy around here and this hopeful energy that's here as well. These are both the number 4, which is about stability. So is this here, number 22, and it says cautious. So there's caution around this, like I've been saying, but there's this hopeful energy of perhaps what the future holds, and wanting to support each other, or wanting to support being hopeful, you know. And someone here may just be wanting to be supportive, you know, knowing that you're cautious around them, but there's memories that are here. Someone remaining hopeful and being supportive with you or for you. Okay, more advice. I'm going to use these. There's healing here. I feel like it could be in a relationship. Healing could happen here in a relationship, with that healing in the flirt there with the star, and regaining trust or building trust and leveling up something here to where you feel like you can support each other again, or you believe in the connection, or you believe in the other person again. I think that that's the best possible outcome, and I think that could be future energies, possible future energies here. You have to figure out what it is that you want to focus on, what it is that you really want. And if you can, you know, get past the 3 of Swords. Okay. We have fun, full spectrum, and vulnerability is both here. I don't really want to read both of these, but I'm going to, I guess, because I feel like it's necessary. I feel like you need to be looking at the full spectrum here of being vulnerable. So let's see if, I think this is a new process that you'll be learning about yourself in the future. So step out of the black and white mentality of good and bad. Honor the full spectrum of life and see through fresh eyes. When you judge something, we create a story around it. And often these stories are limited. Over a lifetime, we subconsciously gather so many of these stories. Create a space where no story create a space of no story for miraculous healing and crystallizing new paths. This space empowers us to know our truth and be all we are. Embrace creation in all her colors, including the raw, muddy, earthbound, shadow parts of the situation, to determine whether your stories are limiting your perspective. Let the compost of the challenges that you have overcome feed new shots and blossoms. This is like about, like the sun, always looking towards the light of something, whether you can rebuild something or not, but always looking towards the lesson in that. and remaining hopeful, but also being practical and smart as well. Vulnerability. When it comes to vulnerability, when we're truly honest with ourselves in all facets, we are vulnerable. The honesty is an important step in developing our shadows and bringing them into the light for healing. When we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them to get a glimpse of a darker part of ourselves. Being vulnerable with yourself and others, it may be time to step into the role of healer and hold space. Holding space means being present without judgment in a way that provides a safe and nurturing environment. Here, guards are dropped, a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold, and profound healing takes place. So this is definitely about healing a situation, and if you can heal a situation and perhaps seeing something in a full spectrum, if the two of you trust each other or if there's respect here, these two hands that are holding each other, it's like an agreement, that you want to heal a situation or try, but you have to be vulnerable with that. If you are in a place, and be brave, right? If you're in a place to where you need a fresh perspective and you want to take a chance on something and you want to heal something, you have to make sure that a situation is in alignment with you and the other person, of course. And if there's some kind of agreement of healing it and trusting it, or trying to trust it, and being supportive with each other and each other's boundaries in that process. And I think after the fact, you could get to a place to where you are stronger for that, more mature, or the relationship becomes more mature in some way. Okay? Hope that made sense. Oh, I forgot. I've been pulling these for each pile. They're the messages from from heaven communication. So these can mean different things. It could be from someone that has passed on, or maybe from a message that you just need to hear from Spirit or whoever it is that you believe. So let's see. What advice, what do you have, what do you want to say to pile 3? I'm going to say to pile 3. Okay. Number 40, that number 4 again. Tune into the rhythm of nature. Let us connect together there. So this is about being in your balanced self, being balanced and feeling secure within yourself is very important moving forward. Being practical, honest. Yeah. Okay. Patience is important here as well, by the way. Okay. So you have, this is the music notes in the rainbow. So going with the flow of something, or going with how you feel, going with how you feel, if you feel at peace with something or not, and going off of that in your intuition. You have MP, V, MPV, MVP, like very, this could be something that you're trying to master, something that you're trying to, like the 4 is in the bowl again, a 4 again. 4 is the 4th house, Cancer energy, and it's I feel, and being receptive to how you feel, being open about how you feel, and any kind of fear associated with that, but being vulnerable and being open about your fears. And it could have to do with trust. You don't know if you can trust a situation. If you can count on someone here, or be supportive by someone. You have TREE, so there's tree, tree right there. So, may have to do with stability, growing something. You have the heart here and a bee. So you do have bee. So prosperity and abundance working together. There's a lot of different things here. All right, guys. So take it how it resonates. For those of you, sometimes I get messages and they're like, I would never give that person a chance again. You know, because I do see a lot of hurtful cards on the table. So I have to say this. I feel like you need to be able to really tune into your own intuition. And this could be a message for you just to forgive the situation so that you can move on and trust again, or that you can move on and find someone that really supports you. So take that how it resonates. You know, not every single part of the reading is going to fit to your story. It is a general reading. So if this is someone that you feel like you need to move away from, that's only going to hurt you, or it's just not going to end great, or whatever that is, listen to that, okay? Obviously, always listen to your own intuition first. All right, so we're going to leave you here with that. Mr. is in the bowl, so hey, Mr. Let me tell you something, Mr. You have pet here too. So wanting to nurture something, or something being unconditional love, you know, for someone or something, or caring about someone. Okay. All right, guys, I'm leaving here. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and support, all your kindness, of course. I definitely hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Okay. Hey, Pal 4. So if y'all chose the, this is like the psychedelic looking mushrooms here. So you may be in a place to where you don't know what's real. You know, you may be sitting in a place to where you feel like you've been kind of in a fantasy of things, or you've been, you know, there's some kind of illusion that's going on, but you may feel like you just don't know what's real. It could be that for some of you may, this is a side message, I guess. For some of you may actually be looking into different types of medicine, or more natural types of medicine, or something like that. I don't know why that's coming out, but there may be something to do with that there. There's something to do with somebody that feels like they may have been denying themselves their own personal growth, like they've been kind of creating some kind of fantasy that they have grown past something that they haven't, you know, and they're being faced with that in some way. Okay. Something that's good for you, maybe seeing something that is not good for you. There may be something here that you're wondering if it's good for you or not, and not wanting to create some kind of illusion around that. Or maybe you created an illusion around a circumstance, you know, and you're kind of wanting to figure that out, or you're experiencing that at this time. Like, is that what happened? Okay, so your card, yeah. Nature communication, number 37. So that's 10, which is a completion. 3 is about expansion. 7 is about alignment and relationships. So flower energies, fairy energies, elemental messages. So you may be feeling like you're getting some kind of, I'm going to have to turn my TV down a little bit. My music just changed. Give me 1 second. Give me 5 seconds. Okay. Is that better? Sometimes it just changes and then it gets loud, and then I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Okay. You may be wondering about communication. Maybe there was some kind of miscommunication. You want to ground some kind of communication here perhaps, or you feel like you're trying to figure something out. Use your head to try to figure something out. Maybe what you thought it was, it's not. I feel this energy of you trying to ground something. Ground communication, or ground understanding something. Like, I really want to understand what the reality of this was. What's going on here? How am I supposed to feel? You know? You may be trying to communicate with someone, or trying to be more natural with your communication to someone. Be more authentic, or more yourself. Ground some kind of communication here, even understanding, like I said. Okay. So we're using the, these are the 88 Gemstone Tarot. And we're going to use it to look at past, present, and future. You may be in a place where you're trying to manifest something, or you thought you manifested something. And yeah, there's the moon energy. It's not what you thought it was. Or there's a lack of taking action on this, or it didn't go in the way that you wanted or expected it to. Okay, so what's the past here for pile 4? What's the past energy? Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy, fire energy here. So you're frustrated here in the past. Something didn't go as I feel like planned for you. That's what I feel like most of all. But there's a frustration around this not going in the way that you wanted or thought. And there's an imbalance now, or an impatience that's being created. There could have been just a disharmony around this in the past. Some kind of disharmony around this that you had to like go through or work through, or that you were processing, right? Something that didn't feel right to you in some way. Okay. What about present energy? What's the present? What's in the present moment here for pile 4? Queen of Wands in reverse. So feeling rejected or feeling lost, even feeling like lack of confidence here. It's kind of giving you some sort of hit, you know, hit to your ego or hit to your self-worth. Whatever this was that you're frustrated about has given you some kind of hit to your ability just to be able to recognize and see the value in yourself in some way. It's hit your insecurities. There's the energy of maybe someone you're dealing with even that's somewhat temperamental, or that it's kind of, they're taking the, I just heard taking the joy away from something, taking the joy away from you in some way. So this could also look in the way of someone that you feel like is being selfish, or maybe you've been selfish, you know. This is not feeling in the present moment confident enough to move on past something, or knowing if you should, right? So tell me about the, you could be having a hard time here communicating here with someone that you feel like is somewhat, yeah, maybe they may be very introverted, so they're harder to understand. They could be going through some kind of jealousy or insecurity, or they could get that way or something like that. And maybe trying something you're trying to figure out, or this may be somebody that you feel like could be hard to deal with, right? Tell me about the future. What's the future here? The Chariot in reverse. So in the future here, you're going to be under pressure, basically, to have faith over your fears here and get yourself into the best place for yourself. The bottom of the deck here, you have the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely a truth that's sitting here, clarity that's sitting here that you're, you know, looking at here. And you're kind of stuck on the past, but you're needing to get past that, you know, that 4 of Cups where you're just sitting there. Maybe you feel rejected, like you want to know the truth about why somebody rejected you, or you want to know the truth about what you should choose here. You feel lack. You feel a lack energy, why someone's not choosing you, or something like that is here. And you're processing through it. Okay. Now let's see what's going on. So we're going to look into Temperance first, which is past energy, and see if we can figure out what it can tell us about that past energy that you're feeling. What happened? What happened there? I'll move this over a little so y'all can see that's the Ace, kind of. What happened with this past energy with Temperance in reverse? What is this about? Temperance in reverse. You have a 2 of Swords in reverse, having a hard time making a decision. Temperance in reverse. Being blocked, even. Maybe communication being blocked. You have that Moon here, Cancer, Pisces energy. So, not knowing why maybe somebody's blocking you, or not knowing why someone's not making a decision here. Being afraid, you know, of what you can't see. The Queen of Swords. This is like cutting someone out or cutting something off. The unknown around that, or fear around that. Ten of Swords in reverse. This is like wanting to resurrect something, or wanting to, there not to be some sort of upset here. You know, you may be trying to avoid something here. So, Ten of Swords in reverse. Maybe you're wanting to recover from something, you know, or you wanting to kind of escape some sort of disaster here even. You have the Devil, Capricorn. Now you're in a place of fear, or in the past you were, or obsessively thinking about something, or stuck in something, stuck in some kind of toxic attachment, hoping for something to change or something to get better. Miscommunication is here, you know. Two of Swords in the reverse, past energies. Two of Cups in reverse. So there's some kind of breakup or breakdown in a relationship, or am I not seeing this correctly? You know, or I need to make sure that I'm making the right decision, or I'm blocked from a relationship, not knowing anything about it. How the other person feels, perhaps. This could even be somebody that's just cut you off or blocked you even. Or that's something that has happened, you know. Tell me about the Moon. Not knowing why is something that's really big here. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This really played on your insecurities, okay? This really, really did. It really pushed on your insecurities, whatever this was. And look at how she's looking right at that Two of Cups. You may have had to make a difficult decision, and there may be someone here that you still miss, or that you're curious about, or that you wonder about here. This is like not feeling like you're free to be satisfied or enjoy something, what it is that you have. It's just like, can just be like your standard needs being met, you know, in something. Not knowing if your needs can be met in something. This is past, so it's like fear got away with you. You know, fear got the best of a situation here. Or is, you know, mentally, or I think financially or physically here for some of you. It's like fear of a relationship got the best of you, or you felt blocked from that, or you had to make some kind of difficult decision. Tell me about the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Five of Swords. So there's conflict here. This could have been a fight or a disagreement, and someone just cut you off or cut you out. Or you're conflicted about doing that to someone, you know, confused in the past. Tell me about the Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Page of Cups. So there's this like communication, or this is someone that you could like go back and reminisce about, like you watch them or you look at their messages or something like that. She's holding her phone there at night. This is like somebody that is still kind with you. You know, this is like maybe sending a message so that you can have some kind of improvements, or you felt like you have had some kind of message that helped improve a situation or make things better, you know. Maybe this is something that you've contemplated sending even. But I think fear gets the best of you here with this. Or it did in the past. It was getting the best of you. Or this was like an obsessive thought that you kept like going back to, right? It's like an apology around some kind of disagreement or conflict or betrayal or concern around this. Tell me about the Devil. Capricorn energy down here. Libra and, I already said Pisces, Cancer. Four of Swords in reverse. This overthinking. Yeah, you overthought this. Like, this is the past energy. It could be that you got shut down here too. You could have sent some sort of message here and got shut down. That's something that's here. And now you're afraid and you're overthinking the situation. Your fear is getting the best of you here, guys. Whatever it is that you're sitting and trying to recover, and you've got worry on your mind, okay? Or it was in the past. This could be going into this present energy. So being worried about sending a message or being worried about reevaluating the whole situation is causing you, it's like you're obsessed about this, like you're thinking about this consistently. And it's making you feel overwhelmed in the past. Tell me about the Devil and the what's the Four of Swords in reverse? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Whether or not someone's left you in the cold, or you should leave something in the cold here, or you have this lack mentality around being able to move on from something even, you know? Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's like forgiving yourself or accepting a situation even. If someone's left you in the dark or you have. There could be some kind of wanting to have some kind of positive change or something like this, maybe financially even for some of you, wanting to overcome some things here and overthinking this, being stuck on this, like, man, I just want to come out of the cold here, you know, with this person, or man, I just want to know something, or man, I could really use their help, you know, or man, I keep going back to this over and over, over and over. Okay, bottom of the deck. Yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse with the Six of Wands. This is the Four of Cups. This is something you've just been sitting on. Something that didn't work out, didn't come together in the way that you wanted. And you kind of sat there on it. You're recognizing that maybe you I just heard let a good thing go. So you're recognizing that maybe you made a mistake, or there's regrets that you're thinking of. You're just kind of over it though. It's like, how many times could I have to think about this kind of thing? And wanting to be successful, wanting to move on, but you have this Ten of Cups here in reverse. So this is like you had a wish, or this could be something to do with maybe you have family here with this person, but there's some kind of wish or something here that did not happen for you, right? Like a broken home or a broken foundation that once was fulfilling. Recognizing the fact that this is something that may not happen for you or didn't happen for you. And if there's anything you can do about that, you know, you're reevaluating that. Okay, past energy. Let's get into present energy. Some of you may feel like the timelines of these are a little off. Some of you could still be in this past energy and you're moving into present. So if that's the case, kind of take it how it goes from here, how it resonates from here, okay? Sometimes the timelines can shift and all that kind of stuff, different for everybody, of course. Can't all be on the same exact, you know, position or timeline. That would be incredible, actually. You have the Temperance here and the Two of Swords. So moving forward on into the present moment, you're finding a sense of balance with making a final decision about a situation, or coming up with some kind of conclusion here about a situation. You're releasing some fear here, listening more to your intuition now. Present moment here for pile 4. Present moment for pile 4 when it comes to love. The Knight of Wands. So you're stepping into a very, it's time to move, let's go for it kind of energy here in the present moment. It's time to do something here about this. You have that High Priestess again, that Two of Pentacles. And so you're trying to be smart. You're looking at your options, you know, the choices that you have in front of you, what you want to take responsibility for, or, if this is a conversation that you're having with somebody, it's that you're looking at what it is that you want to say, like, what are you going to admit to, or what it is that you want? What are you going to tell this person? You know, that kind of thing is there. There's a need for balance that's here. You're wanting to balance something. There's your Ace of Swords. So there's a conversation I feel like coming in for some of you, some kind of truth and wanting to express your truth or wanting clarity. You have death here in reverse, so not wanting to repeat the same cycle. Like, I don't want to repeat the same cycle. I just want to clear some things up. Scorpio energy, tell me about the, like, this is stuff that you may feel like you've just been still holding on to, and you're just needing to, okay, should I just move on here? Like, you're just needing to know, do I need to move on from this? Is this something that we can resurrect? I need to be clear and make this choice here, right? So let's see. This could be that you're making a choice to actually go back to something. For some of you, or clarity that someone around you is wanting to kind of relive a cycle here with you with new, fresh perspective. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Oh, okay. Wow. He made an appearance. It's the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I think that you feel so worked up about this because of that Four of Swords in reverse from the past, that you're so obsessive or so like you can't stop thinking about this. And it's that kind of energy. So you're impulsive. You become kind of impulsive here in the moment, in this present moment. This is the way you're feeling. You're feeling impulsive. And you're going off of instinct instead of logic at this point. You're going off of your instinct instead of logic, because I feel like it may be because some things don't make sense. So that's Aquarius energy for me. Tell me about the High Priestess, Pisces. There she is. But at least, you know, you're going within and trying to figure out, like, the overthinking here, the Four of Swords in the reverse. All of this overthinking here. You're trying to be smart about this. You're looking at this and you're saying, I have to put a stop to this, you know. You're gaining information about the overthinking, and if it's like, even if it's necessary, or doing something about it. Even you have a Six of Pentacles here in the reverse. 6, 7, 8. What it is that you want to work on, what it is that you want to progress with or move forward towards, working something out, you know, perhaps. This is about trying to figure out who you want to give your time and energy to, or how you want to try to balance out a situation, what you want to give, what information you want to give, what you want to say. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. There's what are you gonna say here for some of you or someone around you? What are they gonna say about the lack of equal give and take here? You know, what are they gonna say about that? That's something that's there. Or how are you gonna say it, right? How are you gonna talk about it, or what are you gonna communicate? And then you have a Knight of Pentacles here in the reverse with the Ace of Swords. So Knight of Pentacles in the reverse can be a very stagnant energy. So this is maybe truth or clarity of why you're not moving forward here with something, or reality around that, you know. Wanting to have a conversation here about maybe how to move on or move forward past something. Knight of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles just folded over in my hand in reverse. It's not being happy, you know, not being happy or feeling kind of miserable about something. Even though you may have everything you want, you still feel kind of miserable because you don't have everything that you, or everything you need, but you don't have everything that you want. You have an 8 of Swords in reverse, needing to get out of your head about it. It's just like, I don't need to know everything. I just need to know, like, the facts about it, so that I know what direction to take from moving forward. This Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you've been procrastinating this for a while for some of you. Something is not moving, though, okay? The truth about something not moving, or why something didn't move, is here as well. Or why something's not going to move, okay? But this can be someone that is stuck. You know, they feel kind of stuck. They're trying to take responsibility, but they feel kind of stuck when it comes to what to say, or maybe how to say it. And it could be why, again, they're being impulsive. You know, I mean, and that's true too. Sometimes you just have to act first, think later. Because sometimes things don't make sense. You know what I mean? Tell me about death in reverse. The Hierophant. There's a lesson around death in reverse. Okay, this is Scorpio energy. This is Taurus energy here. And this is also about your morals and what's right. And I think that's a lesson. Holding on to things of the past that you feel like that are like repeating a pattern, or there was a failure in some kind of way, like holding on to those and that not doing you any good, and needing to do the right thing or do what's right around that is what's been laying on you here. It's what's here. You have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you've been conflicted again with the options and choices in front of you, and been kind of overwhelmed about that message, or reuniting here even with someone, not knowing how someone's going to take it, or if they're going to turn you down here in some way, but needing to bring something out in the open because you have to, or you want changes when it comes to the pain that's been caused, or the upset, or the heartbreak, or the separation, and whether you still have an opportunity here or not to balance out the situation. Okay, I want to get a we're going to go into the future energy here. I landed on 5 swords again. Okay. So future energies for Paul 4. I'm going to have to get a drink of my coffee real quick. Future energies here for Paul 4. Okay. So Paul 4. So what does the future hold here now for Paul 4? What does the future hold from this moving forward? What does the future hold? 6 of Cups. That's a reunion, or that's a coming together, or that's a someone that you have a past with, right? And justice around this. So justice is going to happen because of this. I think because of you overcoming your fear and taking some kind of direction, or moving into a situation, you know, speaking your truth, or that Ace of Swords that's there, right? And that High Priestess that's there, and facing that death in reverse right on. So taking action to straighten something out. It's justice that's playing in your favor. So not only are you accumulating, like balancing out things for yourself karmically, it's also creating some kind of a reunion or happy energy here. So like there's memories that are here, a nostalgic kind of feeling that's here, and the 8 of Cups, in order to fully emotionally walk away from something, or detach from like a thought that you had about a past being somewhat negative, like carrying some kind of emotional baggage. This is like justice coming in, so you can finally walk away from whatever happened, or whatever that was, the upset, you know, that was an upset. Yeah, and there's a Hierophant again, Taurus energy, Libra here. The Fool in reverse. Being cautious moving forward. Maybe not being open to taking a full risk, or it's just being very cautious moving forward and smart. This can be like learning your lesson and not wanting to be foolish again, you know. Learning your lesson here and making perhaps a poor judgment, or that you had a lack of direction here perhaps. You're resisting something. You learned a huge lesson about that, about taking a risk, having faith. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is someone that you still are emotionally connected to, Cancer energy. And it could be somebody here that you've been emotionally away from, and you still feel, you know, you still feel for that person. This is someone that could be protecting themselves from you, or you repressed emotions in the past, and that's something that's coming into justice here. Balance. 9 of Wands in reverse. It's difficult. It's extremely difficult to face judgment, right? I mean, justice. It's difficult to face justice, especially if you've been in a situation where you feel like there's some things that you felt like you could have handled better or differently, and you wish you would have, and then you have to face that or that person or a situation dead on. It's extremely difficult if you are the one that's bringing in justice. It's like admitting to the struggles that you were going through and how that was affecting a situation, admitting to, you know, the inner conflict that you're feeling here, the fact that you were perhaps, you know, very suspicious of someone, or you were looking for trouble, you know, that kind of energy's there. So tell me about the Eight of Cups. Like, I learned my lessons here, and how they were difficult lessons to learn, but I learned them. You have the Magician here in reverse, so Gemini and Virgo energy. This is like when you're in the Four of Wands wanting to come out, so there you go. Finding peace with the situation here, and that didn't come out or work out in the way that you wanted it to, okay? But you can at least now emotionally walk away from that not working out and find peace with that situation and acceptance that's there. Okay, this is future energies here, okay? So tell me about the Hierophant in the reverse, or not in the reverse, but the wine? What the heck? The Seven of Wands in reverse. I don't know why I said that, but the wine. Maybe something to do with wine. I don't know. Turning water into wine, maybe? With that Hierophant there. Is difficult. Turning something into something else, you know, something like that. So the Seven of Wands being in reverse with the Hierophant, there is definitely a heavy lesson here, but this can be like giving up on something or feeling like exhausted or just very overwhelmed, and the lesson that you learned behind that, or someone else taking over, you know, taking responsibility for feeling overwhelmed with the situation. Tell me about the Fool in reverse, and maybe reacting to that in some way even. There's the Six of Wands. So getting recognition, or recognizing that maybe you were foolish in a situation, or that there was a poor judgment call here that was made even, or like something that you put out into the open, or you said, or something that was public, or something, you know, something that you put out there. It was like a bad judgment call on your part, or this is someone that's saying this to you in some way. The World. Perhaps how you ended something in a way where you felt like it was bad judgment. The World is about completion and cycles being closed out, and can we just forget about that and move forward? That kind of energy is there as well. So that could be part of this, wanting to forget about something and move forward. And you have a Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So in the future, you will be getting to a calmer place, especially when it comes to communication. Like, you'll be able to get past a lot of things, cutting out the things that aren't working out for you, or aren't going, you know, it's not going to go like in the right direction, or like, it's just like cutting out, okay, well, the Knight of Cups in reverse can look in the way of, well, I need to walk away from this, or things are just not going the way that I wanted, or hey, that situation wasn't what I thought it was, you know, or I need to act on this and cut out the BS, you know, that's something that's there. And I feel like, I want to get one for this Queen of Cups and this Six of Cups. Yeah, there it is, Six of Swords. Okay. Now you have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the decks. There's some kind of message here that's either going to come to you or that you're going to send. And it has to do with wanting to get to a calmer place with someone that you still see as a soulmate. You still have emotions for this person. This person may be suppressing that, or you don't know how this person feels, but that's something that's there. And you want to get to a calm place here with this person. You know this person may be a little protective of their energy around you, but you have memories here with this person, and that's important to you. You care about them. So You want to face justice here. You want to face the fairness and do what you need to do, but it is something that's very difficult, because it may not make you look the best in some kind of way as well. But you're wanting to find peace with this and acceptance. And in the future, I think that you will. I think that you will move in this direction, and I think that you will find peace with this situation. I think that you'll be able to emotionally kind of detach from maybe any kind of manipulation or kind of, you know, the Magician in reverse. It can be like bad communication or confusion, or maybe if someone had bad intentions here, or you didn't plan something very well, you know, you're walking away from all that and finding peace with that, and with someone else even, and moving towards committing to this. Like, let's not let it get this bad next time, or let's not let it get this tough, or let's work this out. Like, let's learn from the experience and do something different here now moving forward. You know, let's learn from when we're exhausted or when we're not communicating properly, how it happens with that. You know, that's something that's there. And not being innocent by a situation is part of the closure that's here. This is like having closure in a situation. I think that in the future, you will get the closure it is, if that's what you want and what you're looking for. And I do feel like for most of you, you will be the ones kind of moving forward with that. But some of you, this is someone that's coming towards you. So, yeah. Not knowing how someone else feels, or a lack of confidence around that, is you're moving towards it anyway. Like, you don't know how someone's going to take you, but you're still sending that message because you care about this person and you have history here with them, and you're trying to do what's right. I'm going to see one more. What's the final outcome here with this? What's the final outcome here with this? The Knight and the Knight of Swords in reverse. What's the final outcome here with this? Being impulsive here, the Four of Cups. Being impulsive here because you don't want to have regrets. That's the final outcome. That's it. Page of Pentacles in reverse, because you've put this on hold for long enough. You've been procrastinating. You don't want to have regrets. You don't want to sabotage this, right? So you're acting on it. Strength in reverse, Leo energy. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. You're having to be vulnerable here because you don't want to have regrets. And so you're doing it. And you've been procrastinating this. And keep in mind, this could be someone coming towards you as well. The roles can be switched here. But yeah, someone's coming out of the cold, or coming out of the... they've been waiting. They may feel like they've been waiting for too long, or you have. They're coming out of the cold here, or wanting to come out of that Hermit energy. And... they don't know what they don't know what to expect here, right? Coming towards you, or you going towards them, depending on what it is. But they don't want to have regrets, and they're vulnerable about that, not wanting to have regrets. Okay. So let's get some advice. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you have to have help in the Chariot, you know, when it comes in reverse. Sometimes it's in reverse because it's like, you know what, I know I need to do what's best for myself and get myself to a better place, but I kind of need some help in that. I can't do it alone. I need to talk to you, or I need to understand more before I can, like, trust that I'm making the best decision, or something like that. It's where you feel like you don't have as much control, or you have a lack of direction even. And you're wanting to be open to others helping you, you know, see past that, or someone, like, help me to understand, or let me help you understand, right? What advice do you have for pile 4 moving forward? What advice do you have for pile 4? Family. So there may be family here. This family's involved in some kind of way, or you may feel like this person is family. That Six of Cups is here, so family and the number 44. So stability, feeling safe or secure with someone, having a clean slate. Yeah, starting over here. And fear. Yeah, there's definitely something that's going to transpire here from this. It's going to change. Things are going to change. Completing a cycle here, having that closure. And something that you may have felt foolish about even, but you're getting closure here. Whether you're creating it or you're getting it, it's there. So whatever wish you have here, number 17, is something that is going to play out in the future. It's going to happen in the future, right? One more shuffle, one more shuffle. I'm going to get just a couple cards for advice, and then we'll get initials to close. So that's Hermit energy, that number 9 with fear, and you have this Hermit here, and I said you're coming out of Hermit mode. So it's like you're facing your fear. Maybe of someone rejecting you, turning you down, or not knowing what to expect, right? When it comes to that Knight of Cups in reverse. It can be like having to walk away from a situation, or just something being kind of critical, you know? You're vulnerable there. Okay, sorry, I had to pause. So what card do you have here for pile 4? For advice, pile 4. Y'all have healing. Okay. So, I don't know, I hope I say this right. The luminaries were healers, naturally intuitive, and accustomed to navigating energetic-based realities. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. When we perceive the world beyond the more we know sense, we start to receive information and wisdom different from which stems from intellect. By tapping into life force consciousness, and using this abounding energy alongside focused intention, we realize that anything is possible. Yeah, it's what I talked about taking action in a way. Extend the margins of your awareness. Revisit a situation from a broader perspective or higher vibration, which with a focus of healing. Perhaps the issue is simply an outdated or limited perception placemat. You have the ability to align to a fresh new timeline inspired by wholeness. Okay? So, healing a situation. It's kind of insinuating that you can only do so much introspection, so much learning inside, so much about yourself. Then you have to take the outside into consideration and what you learned from others in that situation. And also, you have to take action as well alongside that, alongside the intention that you have. And I think that's part of another bigger lesson that you're learning through here. So I'm going to pick a message card. It's messages from heaven. So anybody that's well, maybe some of you are being haunted by somebody here, or visited, let's say that, visited by somebody. But this is anybody that has already passed on, that has some kind of message here for you, or it's just a message that you need to hear, okay? So, pile 4, well, that was fast. Number 24, we rejoice when we find love. Love comes in unexpected ways. Yeah. I think sometimes we fixate on romantic love and having romantic love with someone. We neglect the fact that we have love in all areas of our life, with our friends, our family, our kids, our pets. We experience love from all different angles. And if you have a difficult time, or if something is going not as expected, or you feel as if maybe you can't have romantic love here with someone, it's recognizing that maybe you still do care about that person, or you still have love for that person. Doesn't mean that you have to be around or with that person, but it's just an acceptance of this. Because if you get to that point where you can just love that person for who they are, not have to be with them and hope that they grow and learn, or, you know, that you've learned to, you have precious memories now you have can hold on to, or whatever this is. It's like when you find that love, that kind of love in a situation, then you can much easier release it. You can much easier, that is the best closure, you know. And I think that's what's happening, or what's going to happen here for you guys. You have the Four of Wands, healing, and rejoice here. And the Star. So this may be something that you've been trying to manifest, something that you've wanted, or something that you've been wishing for. You've just been, fear's been holding you back from having a new beginning or clean slate here. Okay, so let's get some initials and I'll leave you here. Pile 4, C. Not very many, but I'm going to take them. You have ER right there, so maybe you feel something is urgent. You have the Two of Cups that's here. So there's that contract, soul contract. And you have the Peace with the Dove and the olive branch. So you may feel like it's detrimental that you offer someone an olive branch, or offer someone a conversation or an emotional connection, or, you know, something like that is there, okay? And your feelings, maybe expressing yourself. You have a heart with wings. You also have A and a Y. So ears here. So hoping that someone would maybe hear you out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys here. So thanks for, we have yay here. So there's an indicator. Maybe you're waiting for someone to say yes, and then you're like, yay. So thanks guys for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and all your kindness, of course. And I hope to see you soon.